What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are here for another Stormcast. Man, that was so chill. I almost forgot to hit the button to move it over. I am here for with you, brought to you with the Stormcast. We got Geronimo in the building. Geronimo, how you doing today, man?
Man, it is. I'm doing great, but it's been. It's like it feels like spring down here. It's in the 80s. It's hot. The
Oh
pollen out.
wow.
The pollen out too. So if you got the allergies, GG's. Great to be here. Great to be here.
Oh man, I think it was 62 today. So for us, that's warm.
That's good.
Considering 2 days ago it was 29. So
That's very good.
yeah. So with that being said, we got the co-host for today, Nintendo Cisco. How you doing today, man?
Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's also warm here. 60 is in the 60s today.
Nice.
It's nice. So for Chicago, that's very, very
Yeah.
warm.
He's
good.
around the lake pond, the other pond, as we call it.
Yeah. So yeah, hi everyone. Excited for today. It's been. I was here. I was out last week. I was sick. I'm still kind of sick, so I apologize in advance if I'm coughing throughout the stream. But feeling good enough today to be here.
Okay. And we are glad that you are here today. What up, Darius? Darius, the first one in the podcast.
I know, right? First out the gate. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's what's up. Congratulations. He like, yo, I heard this is how you be a moderator. I'm about to be me a moderator. With that being said, y'all know how we do. Before we jump in, gotta say the good old prayer. So, Father God, thank you for allowing us to be here today. Thank you for this amazing space with amazing friends, podcasters, and commenters alike, subscribers alike. We thank you for just a great old weekend, if we did have one. And we thank you that you are still with us and that you walk with us if we did not have one. So we appreciate you and all the things that we do. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
With that being said, we're gonna do the usual. Vito's not here yet. I don't know if he's coming because I haven't talked to him and hadn't had the opportunity to talk to him today. But we are going to do what have you been playing lately? Because that will slide into a big topic that we have. Now, I will say today, for everybody who is watching, don't know how long this stream is actually going to go on because it was a little more silent for the most part this week, but a lot of controversy happened this week. So there is plenty to talk about. But with that being said, before we jump the gun, Geronimo, what have you been playing lately, man?
Man, I've been diligent. I've been diligent on Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm on chapter 14, which based on how the story is there, this feels like the beginning of, well, I'm not gonna say beginning of the end, because I'm not like at a point of no return, but I'm at a point of like, it's time to, they basically were like, here's a bunch of side quests, do them now, because as soon as you walk in that next place, it's done. It's done. And yeah, I've been enjoying the game a lot, actually. I was actually talking to a friend yesterday about it, and he basically was just like, get to level 40, and I was like, okay, I'm level 25. Oh god, am I have to grind? So yeah. So we'll see, but no, it's yeah, that's been the main game I've been playing. I played a little bit of Marvel Rivals yesterday with season 7.
Okay.
It's kind of crazy because, like, I mean, I don't really play that game like super hardcore, like, you know, some other people that be no life in the free to play type games like that. But dang, that like this season is probably gonna be the best season in a while because they did a really big change, just across the board, which I think will make matches better and kind of expose bad players. But you know, it's cool. And then of course went through a bunch of random Switch 1 games thanks to that handheld mode boost on the Switch 2, which is awesome. A lot of games got some nice glow ups in handheld, 1080p and stuff. But yeah, Final Fantasy 7 has been the main thing though. Hoping to have that main game done by the end of the month. Hopefully.
What was the big change for the Marvel Rivals that was like game changing?
They So they made it to where every character charges their ultimate like 20, like I think it's like 20% less. So there's less ultimates
Oh,
being fired off during the matches. So basically, you're gonna be in neutral more often than It's not because some players will still doing that, and I'm not gonna say I'm like a dumb high level player. I don't really play ranked that often because I don't have the patience for the player base's nonsense. But typically what some people will do is they may stay behind, just kind of walk around because your ultimate meter will charge passively and
yeah.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So some people just kind of, especially like healers, they may just sit back and
Yeah. I know.
yeah. So you already so you already
Mhm.
know. So yeah, so like
Mhm.
I played a little bit yesterday for I don't know like an hour and a half or something, and yeah, it was definitely noticeable. Definitely noticeable. Less ults. Some characters got some nice buffs like Hulk, Blade, which are two of my characters, funny enough.
Hulk needed it.
Yeah, Hulk. Yeah, someone that played Hulk day one, Hulk definitely needed a couple more changes. So this is nice. Luna Snow got some buffs. Who got nerfs? I'm not gonna go too deeper into it, but yeah, that's the biggest change. A new character came out, White Fox. I don't know too much about her,
Yeah.
but she's a healer. She's kind of, if you're familiar with Invisible Woman, her
Mhm.
primary is similar to that, where she throws a projectile that can heal or do damage. And it kind of goes in like a back and forth. If you shoot against the ground or the wall, it'll kind of ricochet one or two times. So it can kind of do that. So I haven't really used her much because it's first season weekend, so everyone's insta locking a new character. But yeah. So yeah, I'm probably not gonna play it as much for the next couple of months, mostly because big hitter games are coming out. Pragmata is the big one next month. And then Sorrows for PS5. PS5 is gonna be turning on at the end of the month next month. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. It's a good time to play it though, for sure. For Marvel Rivals, it's a good time to play it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay. Darius said, level 5 is so goated. He said Megaton, Fantasy Life, and Zuma 11 are all awesome games from them. He was saying he was still playing Megaton Musashi W Wired, and that is a game that's still sitting on my wish list. I definitely want to pick that up, man. I'm interested in it. I just got to go ahead and just drop the money for it. Because I don't think it's terribly expensive.
I remember Jack was talking. Well, I don't know. Well, Jack was talking about Fantasy Life a lot last year. I don't know if he got into Zuma 11. I can't remember. I know he was mentioning it. I think he did, as a matter of fact. Not well. I don't know, but I heard Inazuma 11 is good after like a decade of being in development. But yeah, that's the thing about level 5. From what I understand, like their games are really good. It's just maybe taking a while.
Yeah,
taking a while.
We are still waiting for a game, if I'm not mistaken, right? Who's doing Deca? Who is that?
That is level 5. Deca. Oh, see, I completely forgot about Deca. It's been like, when did they announce that? Like 4 years ago?
Yeah, 4 or 5 years ago.
They're like, yeah, they even had demos at Tokyo Game Show. They're like, yeah, this looks great, right? Radio silent. Who knows? Hey, I have no clue how that. I've never played their games like that. I have no clue how they operate. I'm just, I don't know. But
yeah, I haven't been a big level 5 person too. Maybe I need to just go ahead and jump and play one. One that's always like caught my interest they do one of the soccer ones too, right? Is it Tsubasa or
no? That's Inazuma 11.
Okay,
that's what Darius was talking about.
Okay.
Captain Tsubasa. Actually, I don't know who develops that, but it's under Bandai. They got like 99% of the anime games.
Right.
They got like the vast majority. I always hear that game's good too.
Let's see here. J Big says he is playing Requiem, Marvel Cosmic Invasion,
Man.
Tomb Raider 1 through 3 remastered, and Death Wish Enforcers. Is that the new game that came out that just dropped? It's weird because I saw it on the greatest deals. There's a first-person shooter that's out. That's and even I want to say Nintendo.
Oh, Death Zone something.
Death Zone, yeah. I
was
remember
gonna
seeing
get
it
that.
in the Indies, and I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting.
Oh, Professor Layton as well.
Oh, Professor
Yeah.
Layton. That's one I would actually try. I would check out Professor
Yeah,
Layton.
new one's coming out.
Man,
Yeah.
I really need to
I-
get Professor Layton because that's a good. That they always have some great stories.
I'll probably check out the next Professor Layton whenever it comes out.
Me too. I'm in that same boat. Let me see here. Yeah. Oh, okay. So far, Brand Smith said third playthrough of Re 9, just waiting on Pragmata. Crazy work, bro. Crazy work.
Yeah, man. Right there. Just waiting. April 17th.
It's coming.
It'll be here pretty soon too.
Nintendo Cisco, what have you been playing lately, good sir?
So funny, I didn't think I did a lot of gaming, but according to my hours, I got 30 hours on Pocopia already. On
Oh yes, I saw you're online. I was like, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead. Seriously.
No, because I was just on. Yeah, I was just on. I think it was after I played FF7. I streamed like an hour because a friend of mine was like, "Oh, you need to stream." I'm like, "Okay." So I threw it up on Twitch or whatever earlier this week. When I finished or whatever, I be nosy. I be checking what everyone's playing. I just be like, "What everyone playing, bro?" More like how many people are playing Bokopi. And I saw your name on there, and I was like, "Oh, you got it. Let's go."
Yeah, I got it, man. I shout out to
Heck
Tech Wiz. We did a little deal on the side where I was making him some 3D prints, and then originally he was just gonna pay me, but then I was like, you know what? You have something I want. There's only one thing I want right now. I'm like, and it make me feel better because I don't want to like sell 3D prints for money. I mean, I guess there's nothing wrong with that, but like I remember I posted a TikTok about some of my 3D prints, and somebody immediately was trying to get on my tail about that. You're trying to make money off of copyright? All right, chill.
Yo,
Yeah,
never mind. I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say.
I'm weirdos.
that's especially with the last time we talked about that. That's wild. But
Yeah,
I guess
dude.
that's on the other end of that spectrum. So
Yeah, that's the other end. Yeah. So I was like, so Tech was I was kind of like, ooh, I don't know if I really want to like sell them, but then he's always been kind of around being a supporter. So I was like, oh, I gave it a soft spot. I was like, let me help this guy out, get him his figures. And then that's when I was like, you know what? If we did a trade instead, that would make me feel better. And I was like, oh. So worked really hard, and I got the game, and I kid you not, like game downloads on my Switch, and all of a sudden, just like a smack in the face, I'm feeling weird. I'm like, oh, I'm not feeling so good. And that's where I've just been sick since. But I've been trying to play little by little. But yeah, I've been playing some Pocopia, and oh man, that could be a whole conversation in itself. But I will say, I'm not gonna lie, the whole internet's raving about Pocopia, and I was playing it, and I was like, I'm not feeling this game.
Oh,
I'm not.
See, that's why I didn't get it. Not because I thought it was a bad game, but it's just like I'm not the type to play these builder type games. Like I know myself now as far as certain game genres for the most part. That for me, I like watching. You know what I put it at? I put it like Pikmin.
Mm-hmm.
I like watching other people play Pikmin. Me with like builders or like certain strategy, my brain just kind of turns off. Unfortunately,
and I believe that because I'm the same way. Like I love these cozy builder games, but I'm not that creative, man. I see people. Yeah. Oh, I made a cottage out of leaves. What? How'd you do that? I don't know. Everyone's in huts, like little leaf dens. Like I don't know.
Well, I've seen a lot of streams. Like I would just have it up on the side before I go to sleep or whatever. So like. I don't know if anyone in chat's playing it, but they're when you finish the main stuff, you'll be able to do a lot more building things. That's all I'll really say. But I mean, I do like the lore bits when you go about in that world and everything. That's pretty cool.
I like the lore, like story build up that's been going on. That's been really cool. Jay Big's been making me laugh. I the whole time I wasn't like enjoying it. I was like, no.
Jay Big's about to go. Jay Big's about to go to Koei Tecmo and Game Freak. Be like, never, dude. Stop selling this game. Everyone keeps talking about it. I'm just trying to play RE9. And everyone else talking about Volcopia.
Please, don't be right. But no. So you know what the problem? It's not necessarily a problem. It's just that when you boot up Pocopia and you're in that first area, it is so overwhelming because the area is big. And they do this thing in the first area where it's like, oh, it hasn't rained, so everything's dry. So use your little itty bitty water gun and just like spray everything. And I was like, this whole town is ugly. Nothing I could do to fix it. And again, it's the first area. It's a tutorial area. So you're trying to figure out like what's the rhythm. After I got to other areas, it got so much simpler. You go in, you make habitats, Pokemon start spawning in, and you just start like cleaning up the area. Because the areas are actually kind of like half fit, like they're half built, so that you're kind of just following. Like if there's a brick road and it kind of ends, to just finish the missing pieces of the brick road. Yeah. So that's kind of like how the game runs. But at the beginning, you don't know that. You're just like, what is this? There's too many Pokemon spawning already, and they all want habitats. I hate this. And then you have no recipes, and so that was overwhelming me a lot. And so as I played more, especially did some multiplayers with a friend. I started to get really more into it, especially when I was able to kind of learn how to build my own house and all that. That started becoming a lot more fun. I started getting more into it. I'm on like a third area. I'm with Chef Dente in like the Rocky Mountains or something. We're like cooking, and I just unlocked Gravelers, so I'm like rolling around.
Oh, nice! Now you terraforming.
Yeah. So it's there's a lava characters and everything. It's pretty cool.
That area is interesting.
It is. I like it. And then. I still haven't unlocked Rowlet, but in the multiplayer, I found Rowlet. Turns out he was just he's in the bean farms. If you make a farm with beans, that's where he lives, which is hilarious because I did that multiple times, and I got Drillbur and Excadrill, which were the two other options for a garden, and the third one was Rowlet the whole time. I was like, "Where's Rowlet, man? It's my favorite Pokemon. I can't get him."
Maybe there must be channeling that rarity stuff with Pokemon for real.
Yeah. So now that I know how to get him, now I gotta like try to hunt down Rowlet in my main game. But I will say, I think one of my big criticisms for Pokopia is that, I mean, I don't know. I guess this is how the game is set up, but like when you enter a new area, everything's new. So if like for example, the beach side, it's all brick towns now. So now you got to unlock all those recipes. But my problem is that like I can never get to work on the town because I don't have the recipes to finish up the houses. So what ends up happening is by the time I finally get all the recipes, you get through like the story or like just by playing, it's already time to go to the next area. So that's my one thing. At least that's been my experience. It's like, as soon as I finally get all the recipes that I want so I can start like really working on the town and really start building everything up, it's kind of like I'm done. Pokemon Center's done.
Does it force you to go to the next area?
No, you could stay, but then for me, it's I'm still hungry for recipes. It's like, well, now I want to go to the area to see what else I can get. So that's the only thing. I mean, and I've heard a lot of people say that when you go into areas and you're like collecting everything, try to not spend so much time like terraforming and building and stuff. Just try to get through the areas and the story so you can get all the recipes and then come back and start building up your town. Which okay, that's cool. I guess, but it's like I wish I could, I don't know, I guess spend a little more time just having everything already prepared, and then I could just have fun in the area without feeling like I'm lacking in recipes. But again, I know that's how the game's structured, and maybe I'm a little bit one of the only ones complaining about that. Another minor complaint is like I just don't like games that have the real world clock installed in them. Like Stardew Valley is so amazing because if they say, "Oh, your house will be ready by tomorrow," all you got to do is play like an extra 20 minutes, and then the nighttime comes and the next day arrives.
Stardew Valley time is really quick.
Yeah, real quick, and I like that because I can get everything done. Whereas Pokopia, it's like, oh, your stuff will be done tomorrow. I'm like, dog, it's morning. I just booted up the game. Like today was the day the house was supposed to be built. Like, what do you mean I have to wait till tomorrow? And I know people say like, oh, just time skip, but it's like I don't know.
Well,
I don't want a time skip.
There is something later that will.
The engineer Pokemon I saw.
Okay, cool.
Talk about it.
Okay.
I got a lot of this. I don't have this like story spoilers, but I got like a lot.
I don't know how the progression works. As much as I've watched it, I think I've seen most of the post game of it, but I don't know how the full progression is. So I don't know how quickly you get those super relevant Pokemon or whatever. When I saw that, I was like, oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's some things can be really tedious. Like I didn't like the dry patches. But then in the second area, there's no electricity, and then now I have to set up all these like poles, and I'm just like, I hate this. This is not fun. So it's like it really relies on quests and like requests for Pokemon and the way you get them done, kind of like gets the story done. And then you'll have like a main quest, like you'll run into someone like Pikachu or Moslax, and then they'll have like the special request that kind of goes in with the story. And then you'll unlock other characters along the way, like Lapras, where now I unlock swimming with the Lapras and the terraforming with the Graveler. So that's been pretty cool. Yeah, Pokopia is pretty fun. I'm really into it. 30 hours in now. I don't know how long the game is. Here's the thing I will say. A lot of people are saying like Pokopia is like really, really big, like it's too massive. But actually, I've noticed that it's not that massive. Like Minecraft is endless. You can just keep going in Minecraft. But in this one, it's like it is big, but it stops. Like it's not endless. So I do appreciate.
But it is big though.
It is big. It is big. But
yeah,
I feel like I'm getting through it pretty. I feel like the pacing's pretty good though. Like 30 hours in, I'm like halfway through the third area. I think there's actually I don't even know how many areas there are. But I don't think there's that many. I think there's like 4 or 5. Whether you're including or excluding Pallet Town, which is kind of like just a little bonus area you can do whatever in. But yeah, no, the game's been pretty fun. I've been enjoying it. We'll see how things go next week. And then I'm glad you brought up Marvel Rivals. That's another one I wanted to talk about a little bit. Like Marvel Rivals is interesting. Like I'm really good at those type of online multiplayer games like Marvel Rivals or like Overwatch because I get really, really into them and I get really good and I'm always getting play of the game. And then the power creep happens and I get left behind.
That is the thing for real. The only friend of mine one of my friends he been really busy. But my other friend he's on console, so we can't even do rank together because I be playing on PC. Like that.
Yeah, we have the issue then.
No crossplay.
Yeah.
Well, no, there is crossplay, just not for ranked.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can do like the regular quick play and just everybody just jumping in there. Yeah, I think it just matchmakes anyone that's there. Matchmaking, like I don't think it really looks at skill levels or anything. It's just like you press the button, you might get in the match together.
I like being a team player too, so I love doing tank or support. But man, these games have gotten so toxic. I just like refuse to play support roles now. I'm the one who insta locks the DPS, and they say we need a healer. I say F you in the chat, and then when I'm playing who I want to play because I'm so sick of it, man. Like I'll try to be a team player. I'll do support, and they'll be talking about how I'm a garbage support, despite the fact that I have like 30,000 healing. So it's like, what kind of game is this? Yeah. And I know that's everyone has this issue. Everyone struggles with this, but yeah, it's been too much. And like exactly what you're talking about, even like support's been really annoying. Like when I'm trying to play the other roles, because like I'll play a tank and I'll be like, all right, I'm going to hold down this fort, but I need the support. And then I'll see like the healers just kind of hanging out in the back trying to charge up their ults, and I'm like I get it. It's
it's weird. It's weird. 7 is kind of exposed a lot of those bad players. So I mean it's only been 1 or 2 days, but a good first impression for a new season. I think it's better than how the last 2 started.
Yeah.
But it's funny because like again, I didn't even get the season pass this time just because most of the skins I'm not really into like that. Like I know why the skins are the way they are because they're doing a theme again. They haven't really done a full season theme skins in a while, but it's the theme of the story they're telling because we're back in New York.
What is because I didn't like the battle pass. All those skins were like ew to me. I was like, no.
Yeah, I like the Penny skin, but at the same time,
Penny's the best one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Penny's the best one. It's at the very end, and I was like, dang. But I feel like I'm not super into the core line stuff, the hand, what do you call it, the hand knits like look or aesthetic. Yeah. But it's cool though. I do like how it is looking. But I'm cool with like because Penny's one of my mains as far as tanks.
Yeah, that's good.
But I like the Dia de los Muertes one they did.
Yeah, I got that one. That one's great.
And that one is sick. That's like my favorite. I'm just like I'm good with this one. Like I don't really need that one. I think that he's gonna look and be like, dang, people did not buy this season. I think they're gonna notice that. There's not as many gonna buy it. But the story to keep it really straightforward. Kingpin is the mayor of New York. He's been the mayor apparently, but it's centered around him. I don't want to go too deep in the comics but so there's 2 worlds are colliding for real, like on some some Avengers Doomsday stuff, high key. Like I think they're kind of trying to tie stuff in together.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like some Stranger Things stuff, but okay.
Oh
Anyway.
no. I'm definitely a Marvel comic head. Like I haven't seen anything of Stranger Things, and after that, it seemed like every long running show when it gets to the finale, I see people being like, "Oh man, was that worse?"
Crap.
And I'm like, man, it can't be worse than the Game of Thrones. I saw actual crash outs back then. That was insane. I went to work with a bunch of guys that watched it, and I went there all quiet. And I was like, "So I was that finale?" And they're like, "Man," and I was like, "Oof, that's rough." But anyway, sidetrack aside. Yeah, so basically, Kingpin's trying to stop this other Marvel organization called Alchemax, which is from the future timeline. It's kind of merging in that version of like New York, and they have like some sort of like MacGuffin thing in there. But Kingpin's trying to keep it protected, so he's kind of just he's basically saying, I don't want any vigilantes in the city, so I'm doing martial law. So that's why Black Cat and White Fox are there, because they're trying to get the certain thing in there. So you may see everyone's in like these college uniforms or college kid. So a bunch of the characters are going undercover to work with White Fox to kind of infiltrate in there. Okay. But Black Cat, I don't really know how the Black Cat part ties. I mean Black Cat's usually like solo, so she's probably doing her own thing. She probably just want to steal the thing because she likes stealing jewels. So like was it Hela, Loki, who else got uniforms?
Thor.
Thor got one. Yeah, so a bunch of characters have like college, like ESU themes, like uniforms, and they're fine, but it's not, I'm not super into it personally. As far as the skin.
I'm trying not to say it, but I'm like,
look, all I'm gonna say about that
Thor, bro,
is look. They cater to they selling skin, so they gotta cater to what as many tastes as possible, and I'm gonna keep it at that. But anyway, that's just an observation. Like, I mean, there's certain characters they like more, like Psylocke, but like,
I mean,
but yeah, right. I'm not even mad at the hustle. I'm just keeping it a buck, really. I'm just like, look, I know the game they playing. I'm not mad at it. But but I mean, I like that they're doing a theme with it again. The new character is cool though. I'm only messing around there in training. Black Cat I'm looking forward to, just because I as a big Spider-Man person, I'm a Felicia Hardy fan, so that'll be cool. In when is that? April? Sometime in April. But yeah, and they're gonna add another map in a couple weeks too. So yeah, nice. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Kingpin doing martial law. He's the main big bad. That's pretty much it. He runs New York.
Okay, thank you for giving the scoop, because I had no idea what was going on.
Oh yeah, I do be reading the text that pops up on the screen when you first log in, like in a new season. Like after that, I just skip it, just keep it moving. Yeah. But I kind of went through it. They're making references to actual comic stuff, like Time Runs Out with Dr. Doom, which is interesting. But anyway, yeah, I'll probably play off and on some weekends, but it's not
same. Yeah, I'm getting kind of burnt out on it, but
I did last season. I just was like, I'll finish the season pass and that's it. And that's it. But yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Cisco.
Oh no, I was gonna say that. Yeah, that wraps up. Sorry, I talked so much about different games. I had to catch up to 2 weeks.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
Good.
Dang, did we have something last week? Was the Mario the last Mario? We'll talk about that in a second. J Big said, so Kingpin trying to play anti-monitor part for Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yes and no. I'll say that. Because at the end of the day, it's about the game has 2 Dr. Dooms from different timelines. You have like a traditional regular time, like all green and stuff, and you have from the 2099 future. Like if you saw like Across the Spider-Verse, like Miguel, that Spider-Man with the futuristic stuff from that universe where everything's super futuristic, and it's called Nueva York and stuff like that.
Nueva York.
Yeah. Just all neons, blues, and reds all over the place. Yeah.
Okay. Well, for me, what have I been playing? I'll talk about the main one last, but Had the opportunity to play a little bit of Red Dead, play a little bit of 2K Golf. I put some Skyrim on. So I've played a little bit of each of those pieces. I played. Oh man, there's some games in there. Still continuing on with Kakarot for the second part of the Daima, the Daima DLC. I played a little classic that was early on in the original Switch life. Had the opportunity to get new headphones, not these ones, but had the opportunity of getting new headphones that were spatial headphones. So I've been really deep on like trying to play. My wife has brought me dinner and I am so grateful because it looks so good. Thank you so much, wife.
Word.
Anyway, so I have the 3D spatial headphones because after watching the mashup of the Switch, not the Switch reveal, but like the Switch Direct that we got to like officially talk about all the games and stuff like that. I watched that like a gajillion times to see everybody's reaction on what they would like go crazy over and what they wouldn't go crazy over. The one part that kept coming up was the 3D spatial audio, and I'm like, oh, man, you know what? I finally want to like take in all parts of everything that the Switch and the Switch 2 has to offer. And so I bought some 3D spatial headphones and I played a little game. Y'all might have heard it from way back in the day, Thumper.
That was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, so it's a rhythm. Oh man, bro,
that game made me sweat. That's how stressful it was. Like,
yeah,
that's such a strange thing to say, but
my hands be shaking. I'd be like, jump. Yeah.
Deep on my YouTube, I have some long form videos of me dying to that bajillion times. But
that game is so great. It's a rhythm based. It's a rhythm-based game that's set up somewhat like Guitar Hero, except for, it's like on a rail. You're in a nightmare playing as a bug on a rail, trying to beat the nightmare. And so I decided I was gonna play on New Game Plus, not just regular New Game. And so in New Game Plus, the difference between New Game Plus is the more combos or the more successful hits that you got, like it speeds the game up. So it starts like getting really, really fast. You're like, but it's amazing. Spatial audio. If you don't have headphones for spatial audio, I highly recommend you get some spatial audio headphones. Now, the ones that I got were JBLs. Originally, they were, oh snaps, full crew in the building.
What's going on?
What up, Jack? What up, Vito? Vito snuck in. What up?
I was just talking, Jack. I was just talking about spatial audio for playing a game on the Switch. I didn't just get them. I've had them for like a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But I went back and played an old classic, played Thumper, with the spatial audio.
Yeah.
And that definitely, I'm gonna be honest, spatial audio to me changes the game. Like it really
does.
It really immerses you into an entirely different level where now you're like in the game but not in the game, if that makes sense. So I highly recommend, if you don't have spatial audio headphones, definitely get you a pair. The JBLs that I had originally were $99, and then I think I was waiting for a certain color. That one jumped down to $79, but the black ones, the stereotypical black ones, jumped down to $49. So I was like, gotta make that move. So definitely pick up those. with that being said, since I talked about all the Switch stuff that I played, put Cyberpunk in there too. I played Cyberpunk as well. The elephant in the room. You know what? Since we got both Jack and Vito in here, I'm gonna save my elephant in the room for last. Because there's a whole plethora of mess of things that I gotta jumble through before actually like getting to the whole of it. So with that being said, Jack, what have you been playing?
Pocopia. That's or
shoulda known.
Pocopia, if that's however you say it. So I've been playing that. Been trying my best. I've been playing a game of trying to not purchase another game. That's always the most difficult game to play because Dead Zone Rogue has been calling my name,
And it's on sale.
Yes, it is.
It's only like $20
Yeah, it's $20 right now. So it's on like $5 off at this moment in time. So I'm not the biggest fan of first person shooters, but I've been trying to find one that will get my attention. And I'm not the biggest fan of roguelikes, but I've played some roguelikes that have got my attention. And this one seems to be both. Put in one.
Watch Switch Up's review. I think that.
Oh yeah, I watched. Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, so I watched Switch Up, and then I also watched Thunderstash's review as well. So that's what made it worse, because they both made it sound very appealing, especially when you get into MouseCon. That just made it worse, along with Gyro. It just, I don't know. So I might leave this show tonight picking it up. We'll see. But I also was playing Mario Tennis Fever with my sister. She has a Switch 2, her and her fiance, and we'll play games every now and again. It's just our schedules are off because she works for FedEx, and so her schedules are very weird. But whenever we got turn on the camera, I didn't realize that camera can go so wide. Like you can see my entire living room, my kitchen, and everything. So she was able to talk to her niece, at the same time while we playing. So it was like a 2-for-1 situation of playing catch up with the family as well as playing the game together. So those have kind of been my two go-to games, along with the third game of fighting backlog or adding to said backlog, because I want to wait for South of Midnight at the end of this month. But yeah, it's getting difficult, brother. It's getting real difficult. But yeah, that's all I've been playing.
Okay. I know shout outs to J-Mac, even though she just got her shout out. But shout outs to J-Mac. We were sifting through game deals, and Kenna was on there too.
Yeah.
She was like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "Oh." I did just show you this trailer, and she was like, "But that looks really good, though." And I'm like, "Man,
It's a good game."
I was hoping that would come out later. I hope it would have come out later, but unfortunately, my wallet.
There's like 3 things coming out on the 26th. It's the. I mean, if you're into the Mario Wonder Switch 2 edition, it costs too much. Dollars edition. And there was some third thing on there. Oh yeah, the Mega Man Star Force collection. There was another thing. It's on eShop. I forgot. I think it's another indie or something. But yeah, I looked on there and I was just like, y'all gotta stop, man. It ain't November. It's not November, December again. Y'all don't have to cram everything.
Right. Did y'all like eating? Here's more.
You're like, man. Oh man, it's crazy.
Y'all know what gluttony with eating is? This is gluttony with games. Come get more.
For sure.
So I'm thankful for Warframe is free to play, because the Switch 2 version that drops on the 25th, and I was like, I was like, all right, this is the third time I'm gonna try it. Not I didn't, whatever, just different time. I'm gonna give it the third try this time. And that also has MouseCon. So,
but that has MouseCon. So that's the crazy thing about all of these, right? The games that are showing up this month, they're not your one and done games. These are games that have legs on them. So whether you're talking about Pocopia, you're talking about Warframe, what's the other game I was just talking about? Dead Zone Rogue. They are meant to have multiple playthroughs. So it's like, man, this is tough, because I can imagine too with the South of Midnight, there's got to be things that you will want to go back and play that through for story reasons, or collecting things for 100%. Yeah, so it
Not
I
really.
ain't got no time.
Not really.
It doesn't? Oh, I'm
No,
surprised.
no.
Wow.
It's a lean. Oh, you didn't like it, Vito? Oh man,
Wow. Okay.
it was the combat. Wasn't
The ending and all this other stuff.
it? You didn't like the ending? I'm not gonna talk about it. I love the ending.
The ending was so lackluster.
I love the ending.
Ooh.
Like,
It
okay,
came out the left
Hey,
field.
keep talking, Vito. Keep talking so I can save some money. Keep talking.
So, remember at the end, right? He's supposed to like the big boss. Didn't you think the big boss was the grandmother?
Ooh.
That
would've been a spin.
I cannot say anything.
I plead the
I will
fifth.
not spoil nothing. What I'm talking about is the last. Well, not the last. The cutscene in the house. That's what I'll say. I like that because I didn't expect that. I was like, oh, that's actually yeah, that's interesting.
I was waiting for a throwdown that didn't happen, and
Now, I will admit that the last area, it definitely felt like what do you call it? I don't want to say we're on the budget. That's not how it felt like. But I feel like they did not.
Just phoned it in.
It kind of somewhat phoned it in. Well, the final boss. Okay, you know what? The final boss did not feel like a final boss per se.
Okay.
It felt like there was phases, but it felt familiar to other engagements throughout the game. That's really the only That's really the only thing about it. The combat is very serviceable. That's not like if you're a person that's like, oh, I gotta play the game on the hardest difficulty to get the most out of it. It's like Dark Souls philosophy. Keep it on normal. You're just gonna make your enemies turn into the health sponges. The combat, it gets a little more things, but it really becomes more of the same. The game is really all about the environment, the story, the
really
characters, the music. That's really what it's about. It's a solid 7 out of 10 game in that aspect.
Ooh, okay.
Honestly, one thing I did hate the most was that that feature of skipping the boss battle. That really, like, I don't think they should have had that available. You know what I'm saying? I mean, granted, I mean, you can say no, I don't want to skip it, but like,
right.
That's for people that don't like to play
games. You're trying to really sell the people that's just like, but at the same time, it's kind of like force them to play this game, bro. Like,
make them finish it. Yeah.
Why would you play the game if you're not gonna play? You might as well watch it on YouTube.
Well, that's where we're starting to see that option, right? To where you now see a difficulty option of story mode.
Yeah. Where there's no friction. There's like, I mean, I get it. If you know what? I think it's also there because I think they realize the combat is the way it is. So I feel like some people might just be like, oh, I don't care. Like some people might just be like, oh, I don't care about the combat. I just want to experience the story. And I think that's why they also did it. Now now I'm not that type of person. If I'm getting a game, I'm gonna press the buttons. I'm playing the game.
Yeah.
Like if I wanted to play a story game, I'm gonna get a visual novel or something like that. Real talk.
Right.
So, and that's literally just pressing buttons for the story, not pressing buttons to, interact in the world, the enemies, this and the other. But, I get it. They're trying to appease the wider range of people that want to play video games.
I don't know. I think y'all might have saved the wallet because I already dismissed WWE 2K26.
If you really want to save if you want to get a gist of how the early parts are on my second YouTube, I have a whole playthrough. It's really just stream VODs. You can just honestly, you don't have to watch the whole thing because they're long. You can just watch the first one and okay.
And I've seen gameplay, but the thing was, I could never get a sense on if they were leaning towards platforming or combat. But like you said, it seemed like it was more leaning into story.
It's both. Like it's like a 6th gen. It's like a 6th gen linear platforming where you'll have some parts you can deviate and get some optional collectibles or whatever to get things to level up your character's moves and stuff like that, or max them out to increase how effective they are. But it's very linear. The platform is very straightforward. I mean, I like that stuff, so I enjoyed it, and I like the world. It's a type of locale that's not really done in games much. So it's the American South with like a gothic feel, the bayou, like New Orleans type stuff, Geechee type. That's not in games. So that and the fact is interesting and unique to me. But if you don't care about that, or you need your action platform, like your action parts of the platform to be more
Right.
engaging, then it can be a skip. You can watch a video or two for sure.
Oh,
There you go.
as
you
much
go.
as I want to support, I don't know. I
honestly,
need more.
Real talk,
There you go.
honestly, as a black person, it would do you justice to even play it. You know, what
That's
I'm
why I
saying?
was even looking at it.
That's
Just, the
Yeah.
reason why I'm saying that is because those creatures and
Yeah.
those stories are very real, and it's in the
yeah.
Southern black like folklores and stuff like that, and
Right.
you don't really hear about it, especially if you're like in northern states and stuff like that. But when you come down, others don't hear about it. But if you go like to those like bayou type of places, because like Mississippi actually has a that bayou vibe as well. So you
Right.
know what I'm saying, like
Third
New
coast.
Orleans, Texas, around that Gulf area, like they'll have stories of these creatures and these folk tales. Brings you back into your like Southern history or Southern roots, and you like, oh no, I ain't know nothing about that. Oh
Right.
snap, that's a real story, or not a real story, but you know what I'm saying, that's based
Yeah.
off a real folk tale, and that we was really, you know what I'm saying, like saying and all this other stuff. So
Like I was looking up stuff. I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah,
This
yeah.
boss character, like, what is this? Yeah.
yeah, it's really, it would do you some good just getting into that, and then on top of that, having your kids actually see this and play it, and hey, that's part of our culture. You know what I mean? Because we hear about all these other folk tales throughout history
Right.
that has nothing to do with us. You know what I'm
Million,
saying? This-
bajillion Greek stuff
Yeah,
or
Greeks and
Norse, big
Norse
stuff.
mythology and stuff.
All I mean, not saying it's bad. It's just it's
we don't,
everywhere.
it's oversaturated now. Now we don't know too
Yeah.
much about the African folklore, like
Of
besides
course,
the
yeah.
Egyptians. But you know what I'm saying, other like outside of that, you know what I'm saying, you got to go to
Right.
like certain stuff like American God or gods, and find out about African deities and stuff, and then even like Marvel comics, like you have to go there. Now there's starting to be other platforms and other like comic does some information on that, but this game actually, it gives us that American like what we need, you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
we barely know who we are even here, so to even start there, I think that was cool how they actually, you know what I'm saying, did that. And the combat, everything is cool. It's just, after a while, especially if you don't have it up at a higher difficulty, it does kind of get repetitive. So, you know what I'm saying, I had mine like at the medium joint, and I was like, let me pull this up a little bit because I want to struggle. So,
Right.
but like going through all of that stuff for me, and then the ending being the way it was, and I was waiting to fight a certain person because she was being, she was like she was being a punk, you know what I'm saying? You're like, man, I
Okay.
can't wait to, you know what I'm saying, just, yeah, grandma. Like,
I mean,
He said, "Yeah, Grandma."
that's the thing though. That's honestly, Veal. That's a complete valid like way to take away from that. I guess I was just on the other side of it and was like, oh, okay, that's dark, but I like how it turned out because it just
Yeah.
kind of hit me on the left field.
yeah.
And I kind of think about the ending
Yeah.
to this day because I was like, oh, and then some of the other stuff about that character, and, why the way they are. I was like, okay, and then it ends like that. I was like, that's crazy. But yeah, the combat serviceable for sure. And I honestly, that studio that was it Compulsion Games, because I looked
Yeah.
back at their other games before. They've only done like I think 2 other games before that. They did that Xbox joint. We Happy. Well, I think it was on PlayStation, but it was at an Xbox 3. We Happy Few.
Oh,
It was like a first
Yeah,
person
yeah, yeah.
type
Oh,
game.
yeah,
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of gave
That's
me
about
not Fallout. That's not correct. A little bit like Bioshocky, but not like I'm underwater, but like that kind of weird mystery of what's going on with this town or this area type vibe. But I think they think that though. I think that studio's strengths are all about creating the worlds, the characters within it. But as far as the gameplay aspects being like engaging from beginning to end, I don't think that's their strength.
Okay.
So I think that's just how they are. But I mean, compared to, and they had the first game, I forgot what it was called. It was like some other platforming type thing. I forgot what it was called, but I just looked at. I did the Metacritic thing. I just looked at it to get a few quick blurbs, and I mean each game is rated a little better than the previous, so it is a your mileage may vary type thing, I guess. And I'm gonna gravitate towards the black culture type stuff because it's just not that common in game. And there's a lot of black folks that were I mean obviously that studio is like Canadian or whatever, but they brought in like folks like, hey, we want the talent to make this feel as authentic as possible, and I think they smoked that in a good way. So
the third game you were talking about was Contrast, which I actually like that game, by the way, too.
Oh, Contrast.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, see, I literally.
So I'll definitely pick it up, because I mean it's priced well. It's not like it's super overpriced. They didn't jump to the 60 or nothing like that. So it'll definitely get copped eventually. It's just not going to be like the first one out the gate for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely fair. Like I would because it's gonna it should get a discount eventually. I don't really pay attention to Xbox discounts, to be honest, but it should. That's definitely a wish lister for sure.
Oh yeah, it's on my wish list for sure.
Yeah. But yeah.
But make sure you clip that up, Sandstorm, because Vito did a fantastic explanation.
I got
that,
you.
And got the history in there too. Well, I felt that passion.
That was good.
That was good.
Hey, I ain't gonna let Restream mess with it. They'll be like,
you might have to tell AI to simmer down on that one.
You got to put some
it's a
music
little
behind
too
that.
cultural for me, and we're gonna skip over that one.
Yeah, you got to put some spirituals behind that.
Like, we talk about how Vito did good and actually putting the culture in there. No, you gotta talk about the cultural piece. Don't cut that out of there.
All right.
All right. With that being said, Vito, what you been playing?
All right, so I've been playing.
Wait, hold on. I just want to say, I said this last week, but I just want to say, now that my man's is in the family of the Switch 2, man.
Oh yeah.
I get hyped every time. Be like, Vito, what you been playing lately? So Vito, what you been playing lately?
So Donkey Kong Bonanza. I was actually playing that literally last week while we was online. So I was up there just looking up. I don't remember what we was talking about on the podcast last week. I was playing. I was immersed. But World Warriors, Age of Imprisonment.
Yeah.
Now I had a question. So as I was playing this, I had a thought, and I don't know if this was explained. I don't know if y'all even said it or whatever. Y'all might have. Is Tears of the Kingdom a prequel?
Tears of the Kingdom. So it goes in this order, technically speaking. Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, but in the midst of Tears of the Kingdom,
they do
Age of Imprisonment.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I haven't played that yet.
Timeline?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be like actual with it, technically speaking, it's Age of Imprisonment, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, because she goes all the way back into the past.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah. Okay. So. All right. So, Tears of the Kingdom is still future.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's really this game really is like all the stuff that you get in Tears of the Kingdom. Now you getting like the finer details of exactly what happened while she was there.
Yeah, because I'm looking at there's there's a big difference. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is like Hyrule or whatever, the lands before they became the lands, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So all right. So but that was one thought that I had. But I'm also playing Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
I started messing around with that. I just got done with the Great Plateau, doing the shrine thingamajiggers and stuff like that, because I was literally just playing that maybe some hours before I had to go do something. But just getting into that, just trying to lure of that so I can kind of catch myself up. Like I said, I'm piecing everything together as I go and stuff, and it's really not that hard to figure out, but it's still pretty cool to just go back and play that and actually play it. it looks now, like that is
Yeah.
a jump in the way it looks. It looks very great. So excited just playing that handheld and on the TV. So you know what I'm saying, just having that just back and forth. Just I'm gonna play it right here. All right, my eyes tired. Let me go ahead and put it up. You know what I mean? I love that. Then I was thinking about getting that basketball game with the wheelchair joint. But
yeah.
I grab it.
I didn't get it yet.
Yeah, Jack's shaking his head. He said, "Nah."
It is dead, my friend. Trust me, nobody's on there.
Cool.
It's
No,
done. It's done now.
It was done. It was done by the time it went live. To be honest with you, nobody was on there. And then even when you did get people on there, it was hit or miss. So yeah, a lot of people did not gravitate towards that game at all. Like,
That's
the way they campaigned online, it sent people away before they even tried it.
Really?
Yeah.
Because aesthetically it just didn't really have that grab, like at least with like ARMS, even if you play a demo and be like that was cool, but I don't know if I'm gonna buy it and play it for myself like that, you can at least be like, oh, you know, they put an effort to create, you know, these characters, the mechanics, this and the other. Drag Drive was just
to me the moment it was announced.
I looked at it and I was like, oh, that's a neat idea,
Right.
but it was kind of drab looking. It was drab for a Nintendo game, and I think they kind of did some lighting stuff closer to release, but it just to me, everything about it just, I don't know, it really didn't resonate with me like that. Like, I like the, you know, cool to do, you know, wheelchair basketball as a type of a smaller thing, but at the same time they were just like avatar characters. Like, they didn't have any person, you know what, it didn't have much soul. I'm gonna keep it a buck. And like, it didn't have much soul as far as like an art of like a game. It really seemed tech demoish. I know people on Twitter were saying that, and I hate to parrot that because, you know, I'm usually anti Twitter brain group thing. But like, thinking about it, I was like, it did kind of look a little tech demoish. At least it didn't price it like $60.
I'm about to say $20. I mean,
I'm not
$20 from Nintendo. That lets you know what you're getting.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's a very slim, sparse experience. But
Yeah.
Just try the demo, I would say, and be like, just try the demo. Like, they at least they updated the demo because they knew folks was not going to be playing it no more. They're like, here, just try it out. Yeah, and that's it. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I might just go try that demo out, mess around with it.
Yeah, just try the demo. Yeah.
Yeah.
But even then, I mean, even with the demo, right? If you don't have anybody to play, you're kind of out of luck. There is no computer with this. Other than like, if you, let's say you have a game started and there's one other person, then they'll throw bots on your team then, but you can't just play straight bots.
Oh, wow.
They need to do that, actually. You know what? They should add bots to it. Like, real talk, like, add bots to it for the one person that may want to turn it on when a blue moon, they can play with the bots. I don't know. Nintendo's weird though.
But I went on to the GameCube stuff and I played the
Pokemon
I'm glad one of us
I haven't played it yet.
I haven't either.
It takes you back because it's a lot of tomfoolery. I think. Can I say this before you continue on your quest? I think it's absolutely hilarious. The first time I told Evie to do a tackle, and this mug did a 5-flip somersault forward. What in the world is this?
I love. They put so much effort into those animations. Like, Pokemon are actually getting up in the other Pokemon's face. And
like, what is this? What is this tomfoolery? Use bite. You still do the same flip.
Right.
Yeah, then you see a little chomp or whatever.
Yeah, that's all. That was pretty cool messing around with that. Did play some Soul Calibur.
Nice.
Tried out some what was that? Oh, Wind Waker. But when I went into it, like, the camera was odd. Like, I couldn't, it was going the opposite. I don't know. I'm used to like turning the camera. You go that way, the camera's gonna go that way. But if you turn that way, the camera's going the other way. Like that.
Oh,
Right.
maybe it had
inverted.
control.
Oh, this was before the shift, where inverted camera became not the standard.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know when that shift happened, but when you play old games, you notice that all of them have inverted camera.
Yeah.
But there was a
You want
shift.
to
I
invert
don't
your
know when it
left and
happened.
right? No. No, I don't. Oh, okay. Just the up and down then. What? No.
Yeah, some games don't be doing that. They say you can do X, but not Y. And it's like,
Exactly.
that's really funny.
But yeah, that was a little difficult for me. So I just kind of, I was like, let me come back to this when I had the patience.
That game is really
Yep.
good too. That's a really good one.
But then of course I've been turning on my I daily. But you know, season 3 of Skate's out, so I got on that a little bit.
Yeah.
See if I can try to get some achievements to get some of the new gear and all this other stuff. See what else is new. I think they added a couple more areas and stuff like that I got to explore. My next free-to-play game to mess around with to see what they added, of course, is my love of my life is Where Winds Meet. So I gotta get back into that, see what they added on to that, cause oh my gosh, it's getting good. But anyway, but yeah, that's pretty much all I've been playing. Kind of balance out that you know, the Switch 2 stuff and pace myself. I'm not looking into buying anything new just yet as far as the games. I know a lot of stuff is tempting, but I'm like, let me finish these titles first, and then I can go get some other stuff. Because that DK was impulse buy, and it was like, I played the demo and I was like, oh no, this is definitely something. I'm about to have my ADD fulfilled.
I'm telling you, in the worst way. And you like money.
And I was like, mashing stuff. And I was like, oh, I can go down, I can go up, I can go sideways.
Mm-hmm.
And then like when you go Bonanza, or I call it Super Saiyan, when you go Super Saiyan,
Oh yeah.
oh man, it gets crazier. So yeah, I'm loving that.
And game gets better for the most part as you go along too. Man, yeah, that was such a
Wish
good
I
game.
can experience that again. Boy.
I know, right? Like, there's a certain, we talked about on the show last year sometime. There's a certain run of layers, and I just was like, dang, they smoked this game. I was like, yo, they smoked this. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh man, you gotta keep talking about week over week. I'm curious.
Oh yeah. Now I think on Bonanza I got my I got the Ostrich Power.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And I'm chasing what's the name? Void. So I'm chasing him.
Oh,
and he's
man.
going back up the layers, and I'm like, I need to catch him because every time I hit him, he's like moving around. I'm like, stop. Stay still so I can hit you with this. But yeah. So that's pretty much what Vito is vetoing over here.
Okay. So.
Oh, I did buy, but I didn't download. I did buy, but I didn't download yet because I gotta actually make some room for it because it's pretty big. But exactly what you was playing the other day.
Oh, me?
Final Fantasy.
No, Sandstorm. What he was playing with.
Oh, you're gonna talk about it soon, right?
Yeah, literally just about to talk about it. And actually, that's funny that you say that because I just told Geronimo behind scenes is actually now that I've gotten time to like play it without being on the podcast and streaming it.
Mm-hmm.
It is very much like your favorite game that you enjoy right now.
Oh, really?
Like
Wuthering Waves?
Where Winds Meet.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah, it is like, so Vito will fill me on this. You know how like when you attack, when you fight or whatever, there's different button combinations to do different things when you do, it's the same exact way. Like the same exact way. So
a bunch of menus too?
Not really, no. Like the menus are a lot more minimal. But as far as like the one thing, the big thing, well, I'll get into that in a second.
Yeah, about to say, it sounds like, I think I know what you're talking about, but that was been the main complaint is the button inputs that I'm seeing.
And it's ironic because it's really not that big of a problem.
Okay.
Like I've been, but there is. So one thing I'll say, and this is coming straight at Sony. I don't know, and I said this in the stream yesterday. I don't know how you have a system from 2019. So y'all got to fix this next time around, because I feel like it was with the PS4 too, and the Switch didn't even have this problem. But I don't know how you in 2019 will not allow me to set up my Bluetooth headphones to your system that are not Sony headphones.
Yeah.
That makes no sense, and that is not
anti-consumer.
That's intentional, my friend. That's intentional. That's intentional.
That's crazy.
I got a pair. I mean, you know, if you put the charger on the PS5, then it's like, oh yeah, you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't do it without the Bluetooth. Like,
right. Yep.
Like,
Maybe let them
that's
get away
dumb.
with so much, bro.
that is the worst. It's horrible. It's horrible. And on top of that, the volume is really not that high when you put them on in the first place. And I'm like, yo, like I know these mugs can go higher than this, and I feel like I have it like at a real low. It still stays at a real low level, even though I got the volume maxed out. I'm sitting there trying to turn up my TV, like, oh yeah, I forgot. I got headphones on, so that's not gonna work. That is not okay. They need to fix that. Also, problem number 2, this is a thing that I ran into, was I got that game the day that it came out. Put the game in, and it was downloading. Now the patch, actually the day 1 patch, which is something also we'll talk about as well, but the day 1 patch did not come out until 6 o'clock that day. It did not come out 12 o'clock in the morning. It came out at 6 o'clock, which was cool with me. I'm perfectly fine with that. I get off at 3:30 anyway.
Right.
So for it to sit there and download, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna let it sit there. I'm gonna let it download. I'm gonna go ahead and play my Switch, watch TV. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll hop on this thing and we'll play the game. I turned on my PS5 and it was like, oh, I was supposed to be downloading something. I'm on it right now. I'm like, bro, what?
Man, I fell asleep.
My Switch doesn't even do that. Huh?
You put it on rest mode, right?
No, I left it running. I let it run itself.
That's crazy.
And it still went in. I'm like, yo, that's not okay. Those things are not okay. You don't fall asleep during my download. Fall asleep after you get finished with the homework. You know what I'm saying?
That's some Windows updates type nonsense. Like,
wild, bro.
Man, I be turning my PS5 off. Like, I need to cold boot it because I don't be playing that ish.
And the worst part is, it lies to you on top of that. Because I told y'all we was getting on at 8 o'clock. Then I'm like, oh, it says 36 minutes. I can give it a 6-minute grace period. We'll be on at 8:30. 8:57. I'm like, it's still like, yo, yeah, like, oh, I got it done. I'll have it done in 30 minutes. I promise you. And then it's 8:57, and I'm like, it's still saying you still got 20 minutes to go. And I'm like, bro,
it is.
Why do you have to sit there and lie to me like you're a machine? Tell me exactly what it's supposed to be. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm like, oh, I just listen. I'm like, it kills me. It kills me, bro. So finally get on. It
only happens when you got something you gotta like that you're trying to do, like
yeah.
live stream. It only does stuff like when you by yourself and you chilling. It's ready. Oh,
yeah, but then when you got something like, I really don't feel like doing work right now, but I can tell you really want to play this, but I don't. Just it'll be done when it's done.
Hey,
so
look, they start acting like Popeyes.
Right.
Download start acting like Popeyes workers.
You be looking back like, who ordered that? He was behind me. How did he order that?
Put a 5-piece in the grace real quick.
Sir, did you get your order yet? No, I've been waiting here. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Hey, Run!
Put them fries on.
Drop a fresh piece of chicken in there, stat. They've been waiting for how long you been waiting 10 minutes? 10 minutes!
Hey, put the
It don't make no sense around
potatoes
here.
in the mic real quick. Potatoes.
It don't make no kind of sense around here. Y'all just sitting there playing around, just waiting for him to wait for it. I'm sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So finally got to play the game. Popped it in. Y'all watched the live stream. There are some things that I say need some work. So I do understand people's thoughts and opinions on there. There's some other things that I feel like people are a little too quick to jump on the bandwagon. I feel like that's a theme. It's been a theme lately. So one thing I'll say, the first thing that I noticed that it was not okay is that when you run in the game, you cannot jump at the same time.
I saw that.
That threw me so far off. I'm hitting the jump button and I'm like, yo, why is he not jumping? But as soon as I let go of the run button and hit the jump button, he jumps. I'm like, we got out of that a long time ago. That's not okay. So that needs work. Another thing that needs work is you don't necessarily need to explain where you need to go. Some explanation on what you need to do needs to be a little more clear. There was a part where I was at a puzzle and it like shifted me over to these two pieces. And I'm like, oh, okay. I just got the master hand. All I got to do is shift these puzzle pieces, but I'm shifting the pieces and I'm like, nothing is happening. So I'm running around to all these other areas that has like the puzzle shifting pieces all in the right spot. And you can shift those pieces. But I'm like, is there something wrong with these pieces? So I got to do these pieces in order to get these pieces right. And I literally ran around for 30 minutes, finally figuring out like, oh, you actually have to shift one of the set of pieces before the other, but it was never explained. So it was like, okay, that's kind of weird, but especially if we're in a tutorial area, but I mean, I guess whatever. Another thing that I find really weird too is that like when you play Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild and you use the hand when you lock onto something and you use the hand to like rotate that thing, it's as simple as holding L1 and rotating it with the right stick.
Right.
In this game, you use the L2 to gain control, but you have to have shot the hand at a certain spot on whatever it is you're trying to grab, and you have to move your body in tandem with trying to move the right stick up and down, which is like force, like pulling and pushing. You can't just sit there and push and pull something. Like it's weird. It's weird. It's like too many motions for something that's so simple.
Yeah.
That's crazy because they could have literally, like, even Nintendo learned their own lesson with a similar type mechanism from Breath of the Wild, because they had some of those puzzles where they had the full gyro. I was definitely flipping the controller upside down.
Right.
It was not that good. Nintendo and them, they was like, you know what? Yeah, we was doing a bit extra. Let's just make it. You hold, you press the button once you ultra hand it, and you use these buttons to just do X left, right, Y axis up, down. Easy. Yep. And then half of the game is crafting and putting stuff together. So they had to get it right. They got it wrong. Yeah. It's actually kind of funny you described.
What's this thing too? I'm seeing where you can't just walk through a waterfall. You kind of have to do like a knife stab to go through the waterfall.
You know what? That part, to be honest with you, I don't know about that piece. What I can say is the waterfalls look ugly to me. I think they look
yeah, they look rough.
that makes sense. Like technically speaking. Like,
that's how I thought about it too. You can't just walk through it because it's
walk through a waterfall. It's going to tear you up. So
right.
I just didn't expect them to have that type of, I guess, that detail.
Yeah.
Because now it's like, okay, there's going to be something behind the waterfall. I think anybody that's played video games, to look behind the waterfall.
Always look
behind the That's just video game language at this point.
Right.
Like,
So, but if you
like
walk up and it's like, oh, it hits me, I'm instantly thinking like, okay, maybe I'm not supposed to go here then. But now I have to do like a actual attack to like pierce the waterfall to make it through is pretty interesting.
Yeah. So controls outside of the jump mechanic and all of that, control wise, this is so when going into this game and hearing everybody talk about how the controls were clunky and how they were really messy and all this other stuff, and they're like, oh, the boss battles are harder than Elden Ring, and they're like just ridiculously hard for no sense. One, I haven't played the boss battle, so I can't really give that. I'll give my review on that soon, I'll say.
Okay.
But the control, especially like the fighting mechanics, nah, bro. I don't know. I miss me with that one. I'm gonna say that. Miss me entirely with that one. But with that being said, there is one piece that I do not like. And it's a problem, but it's an easy fix. Let's put it that way. The problem is, if I can find perfect. The problem is they put too many, this is what you can do with this button, and they forgot to assign something specific. So, so the problem is when you fight like just a couple enemies, that's cool. It's no problem. You lock onto a character, you fight that character, maybe you run around them, dodge, all that other stuff. But when you get into a situation where you're facing 5-6 enemies, the first thing in your mind is, especially if they're all in front of you, is like, I'm gonna hold up my shield. You know what I mean? Like, just in case somebody shoots me with an arrow, I'm gonna prop up this shield, see who all the people who got the arrows, and go after them first, right?
All right.
There is no targeting system in this game where you can just in most games where you just either hit the left or the right stick and it auto targets. It doesn't do that. The right stick button, when you hold it down, is your master hand, and the left stick button is the crouch. Your R1 is the light attack.
That's why you posted that. Okay.
Your R2 is your heavy attack. Your L1 is your shield, and your L2 is your arrow. So there's no other buttons. There's no other buttons on the controller for you to lock on to somebody. And so when you're fighting, and then all your face buttons are like, run. The bottom buttons run. Your Y is to jump. X is to, I think, go through a menu, and O is to talk or something like that. But there's literally no lock button. So what ends up happening is you only lock on to somebody when you have a shield. But because there is no assigned lock on, what it does is it will randomly pick who is like within your vicinity or not within your vicinity. It's mostly like which way you're facing, and you have to be precise on which way you're facing. If you hold up the shield, that's who you're facing. So if you want the guy who's got the arrow on the right side and you want to aim at him, you got to make sure that you're looking that way and holding up the shield and hoping that it locks on to the guy in the back and not the guy in the front who's running at you. So it's,
Sounds like it was meant for PC.
I think.
That's what
like,
it does. And honestly, that's what everybody's been saying. It's literally, some people are saying like a lot of the mechanics of it is a copy from Black Desert.
Black Desert, yeah.
So it sounds like if you go into the menu, there could be an option where you can assign lock with like another controller. Like say that you had like the
ones with the bottom buttons.
Yeah, you had all the extra buttons and stuff like that. But from like the PlayStation don't got extra buttons. You
paying $200 for that other one.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true. Yeah. What the Pro controller? What was that called?
Yeah.
The Pro. Yeah. So it's that is. So I mean, but with that being said, I mean it's an easy fix. All you do is just move some stuff around. The wonky, I mean, there they're different. I'll say that. But with that being said, when you're facing multiple enemies like that, it's not really a situation where you're like, oh, I'm just trying to lock onto this person. Like the way that I play is like, all right, who are the cats with the arrows? Because those are the people that I really got to worry about the most.
Right.
Like if I turn my back, is somebody really gonna pop me in the head with an arrow? So those are the people that I go after first, which means I'm running in between everybody else and trying to get in those quick attacks, trying to run around and keep them all from getting close to me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's you got to be adaptive. That's what I'll say. You kind of got to be adaptive. The master hand in this game, you can actually like grab somebody with the hand pause and like it shuts their whole system down. It just be like, you know, like they all the way shut down. So I do think it's cool that it's not just like a puzzle tool, but it's an actual weapon in this game. There was something else that I was gonna say too. Actually, I'm a hold that part for now because that's what I've been playing lately. We'll kind of slide into the truths and the lies of gaming. We've kind of seen this before. Do I want to separate this with something? Let's separate it with a different. How about we separate it with a different background and we'll play it something a little bit different. But the truths and the lies of gaming. So this game was really hyped. Crimson Desert was a really hyped up game. Yeah. The one thing that they didn't do is they didn't show a lot of story elements all the way up until this point. The question that I kept asking is like, but what is this game about? Like, what really are you doing in this game? What does this game consist of? And we've kind of seen other studios kind of play this kind of coy game too, like being really evasive about a game all the way up until the point that it comes out. The reason why I call this truths and lies is because there's a lot of stuff that's not actually true about this game. And so one of the things I was actually starting to tell Geronimo, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to save this for the podcast because this was actually juicy stuff. So one of the biggest things that was spoken about this game that is actually, I won't necessarily call it a lie, but it definitely wasn't true, is that the game does not have a leveling system. That was one of the biggest things being reported. OJ reported it, said it was, that's different because I'm not used to RPG.
I don't know why OJ was reporting this game. But anyway, that's not relevant.
I think it was kind of... Right.
That was so random. I did not expect that.
No, because I've been seeing his videos recently. I see the thumbnails. I'm like, why are you talking about this game, bro? Like,
yeah.
This is kind of like not your type of a game to talk about.
To be honest, I think they wanted it to be bad. Because he even talked about the ratings, like overall ratings of the game, and I'm like, why would you talk about the overall ratings of the game? But anyway,
I'm sorry. I just ADHD moment. I just thought like,
nah, I feel
why
that.
Are you doing this?
It's been in my head the past few days. I'm like, what?
So the leveling system. Mm-hmm. There isn't a face value leveling system in the game. I was talking to Geronimo about this, and Cisco, I think he jumped in, but if you ask Nintendo if Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom had a leveling system, what do you think they would tell you? No. But we all know that there is a leveling system underneath everything where the enemies get stronger.
Correct.
Same exact way.
With the different colors and everything else to identify.
Yep.
Same exact way. I tested this theory. So I started off in the starting area. And ironically, the starting area tells you that this area is 0.008 level. The next level to it is 0.0082. So I'm like, what? What
That's
is
too
that? What's
specific.
that for? Yeah, I'm like, what is
That's like
that?
a tens of
What does that
thousands
mean?
decimal. Like,
What is
are we?
that? What does that exactly mean? So I'm like, all right, I go into the sky, and I jump down from a different area, and I was able to, even though the area that I was at wasn't too far from the main area, I traversed a little bit in the sky to jump down in an area that was like closer towards the bottom right side. And I'm like, okay, cool. This is an area I haven't been into, meeting new people, all this stuff. As soon as I walked out of that area, everybody wanted the work. Like everybody wanted it. It was a full on war down there. And I'm like, what in the world did I get myself into? Enemies everywhere, and they all ready for some. Pause. And so like I'm fighting, and my attacks, like I'm doing a little damage, but my attacks aren't really hitting like that. And then here comes this big hulking dude, and I'm like, yo, and he hits me one time, not with like something like, "Yeah," you know what I'm saying? He was
Right.
just like, pop, and I died. And I'm like, I thought there was no leveling system in this mug. I got up, I started running. There was a dude with the arrow. He was like, shoot, caught me again. I was like, okay, yeah. And so now that I've unlocked that area, it shows all of that area down there in red. Like, don't come down here. That's not for you. You need to be back up there with the basic stuff. So there is definitely a leveling system in the game.
Okay.
There is another piece that I did want to show, because a lot of people have been talking about how horrible the story is. Now, mind you, for anybody who's watching on the Instagram side, for anybody who's watching on Twitter, we don't normally have like something that's like way outlandish when it comes to like swearing and all that other stuff. But I couldn't help myself because I wanted to show this off and kind of give my feedback on what he said, and kind of your thoughts at the same time. So we're gonna watch this young man. I'm gonna call him young man. No, I want to be up there. Make him.
I know him.
Who is he?
I know him.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. I think
His name, I think is Russ, isn't it, or something like that?
Yeah, or Chad.
Because he
like
did. He used to be stupid heavy on 2K content.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, he was like very, very heavy on 2K content, and then he started doing reactions after that. So his channel's changed quite a bit. Yeah, I just stopped watching him years ago.
Follow the trend. I respect
So in the first part of this, he talks about how the game is trash because of the mechanics, and the first part was precision jumping, which so there's a button that you can use that'll like zoom you in to do like specific things, whether you want to talk or greet or anything like that. And it also includes like precision shot, precision with the master hand thing. It's called something. I'm gonna just keep calling it the master hand. And then precision jumping. And so the first thing he was saying.
Oh,
there we go. Sorry, I had him in the wrong thing. But the precision jumping is when you hold that down and you can like jump to a specific spot, but you really don't need it. You really don't need it, to be honest with you, especially with jumping. But with that being said, he was complaining about that, and then he was complaining about how he could use one move to beat all the enemies and all that other stuff. To be honest with you, almost every game these days have a way you can cheese the game. Like I don't really see that as a negative anymore. If you see that as a negative, like, look, I can keep using the same move to keep beating everybody, then stop using that move. Then
do something else.
Yeah. Like, and so he's like, well, then I upgraded all the other powers so I could be outlandishly strong. So I had something else to do in the game. I'm like, how is that a negative, bro?
Right. You found the solution, sir. Like that's
right. This game is, I can cheese this game. Now I got all these powers and I can use them. That's so stupid. Like, okay.
And
I never understood that. It's kind of similar to the argument that the Wii used to get. It's like, yes, you can spam it by sitting down, but the whole point is for you to be like immersed into acting
Right.
as if you were doing something. You're part of the reason for how
Right.
things go. It's crazy to me. Yeah, I could play 2K and turn all the ratings up to 99, but why would I want to do that? I
Right.
want to actually make this like an actual game. Like it's so weird.
So this is the last piece he had to talk about with the storytelling, and I want to see how y'all feel about this. Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and play it.
Have shit, you're homeless.
This game got me lost.
You're homeless also, as they have no storytelling. One of the first things I did in the game, I walked up to a homeless man, I gave him $1. After I gave him $1, he gives me a key. I'm thinking to myself, you're homeless. What the fuck you have a key to? You don't have a house. You don't have a car. Why would you have a lockbox? You don't have shit. You're homeless.
Pretty funny,
This
actually.
game got me lost, chat. We're lost. His broke ass is carrying a valuable key to something. Y'all are pissing me off. He don't even own a house. What the fuck he got a key to?
After I give him the $1, he gets up and leaves. He was laying on a trap door. I open that trap door, go down into the underground. There is a woman chained up underground. Now I'm interested. I said, oh shit, was this man a secret kidnapper? Was he a crazy man? Did I just help out a kidnapper? No, that lady was a magical witch. The goddamn homeless man gave me a key to a mystical city in the sky. How the fuck is you homeless and you got access to a mystical city? The game got no story direction. It's fucking ass. And he turned out to be a magical wizard. They were testing my humility if I was a good person. I don't want to play this bullshit.
But he killed
He
his
would-
argument right at the end.
He would never last in Dragon Dogma, bro. He would never last in that game. They got games, they got quests where if you don't talk to one person, you go to A to B, they'll be like, oh, you failed this objective. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
that's funny, though.
I'm like, bruh, like, you didn't. I'm like, how you know he just didn't steal that key? Like, how
Yeah.
you know, like,
Right.
Yeah.
you just came to the senses that he just had the key himself. Then turns out that man was magic the whole time, and I'm like, no story direction, like, bruh.
I was
It sounds like just a wacky quest. That's all it is. Like,
that's all it is.
Yeah.
Wacky quest.
That
Like,
because
I
it
don't
sound. I mean, obviously it wasn't a main quest. So
No, it actually, it was. It was
That's
the
a
main.
know.
main
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was
Oh.
the main quest for you to find out that you you got all this. You get the cloak. That's basically part of that main quest.
interesting.
Is the witch is like we knew you were the one. So there's a lot of stuff that's about to happen. We can't tell you what, but you are going to be the main focus of whether that stuff happens or doesn't happen. And in order to, as a part of a parting gift to show that we trust you, here's this cloak. And she's like, now jump so you can fly back to your place. And then that's when you get the whole, and the cowl and start flying and all that other stuff. That's basically the start of the actual game. And
Okay.
you like, okay. But from that point on, it's like, now go be free. Go do what you want to do. Go where you want to go. So story wise, I think the story, and he said he played for 5-6 hours. I did that in 2 or 3 hours. And I'm gonna say the starting of the story was, I think it was a banger. If you want to chat, if you guys want to check it out, Twitter, Instagram, if you guys want to check out the beginning of the story, I did play this yesterday on the PS5, so it's not the greatest graphics. Actually, I think it's funny because it reminds me of PS4 graphics, but
Don't say that.
but with that being said, if you want to see the story for yourself and how that story goes, definitely check out that podcast, that stream. But that kind of brings us to a bigger question: is and this is where this question actually came from, right? Because I told you guys this patch did not come out until 6 o'clock on Thursday. It didn't come out at 12 o'clock on Thursday, right? All the reviews for this game came out before the patch came out.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we've seen this before. Do you think it's okay for reviewers and the likes and journalists to review games before that day one patch?
I would say yes, with the intent of going back to alter whatever was fixed by said patch, right? Because I mean, we know how this typically goes. You know, for the most common reviewers, they'll get it maybe like a week or two in advance, so that way they can actually play, have time to write, and film the contents for them to actually showcase the review. But once again, I've seen reviewers that emphasize, hey, this was before the day one patch. If there is any changes, we'll come back and we'll actually sub that piece out in this actual video, so you don't have to go watch an entirely different video. Like, they'll edit that video. But unfortunately, you do have too many content creators that just refuse to do so. So it's kind of hit or miss. But I get it, timing. As if you're waiting for the day one patch, it really could, take a little bit longer for the review, which I don't mind. Take your time, but everyone wants to be the first ones out the gate now. So.
Yeah. Vito, what about you?
Is it fair to judge for the pack? Yeah, it definitely is. Reason why is because you released the game, so it's fair game. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you got the first patch or not or whatever like that. It's fair game. If you didn't have your ducks in order before you released it, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna shoot directly at all the little errors that you did, and I'm gonna point it out, put it on Front Street, and kind of be like Cuzzo on that video. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was a little more just unreasonable type stuff, but I'm definitely gonna be kind of like him, like definitely like just pointing that out, be like, hey, bro, what is this? It's hot garbage. You know what I mean? So yeah.
All right, Cisco, what about you?
I never played this game, so I don't know much about it, but
I just mean in general. For any game.
Oh, okay. Like just the way he judged it.
Just like just is it okay for any reviewer to review a game before it's out with the thought or the intent of finality?
That's a hard one because I feel like it can go either way. But I don't know. I feel like with reviewers, they be hopping on stuff too quick and making judgments. I mean, like even like earlier today, I was just saying like the games I was playing, I wasn't feeling Bacopia. Sometimes you just gotta give it a little bit more. Like you gotta play a little bit more. You gotta sometimes things might seem a little like, oh, I hate this, and then after a little bit, you're like, oh wait, never mind, skill issue.
Right.
I don't know. It's. I think reviewers in general always take way too little time to really look at a game for what it is, but I don't know. It could go either way. I don't really have too much of a strong opinion with that one.
I feel that. Geronimo, what about you, man?
Yeah, I feel like I guess for me there's a little. Well, actually, no, I'm not even gonna. No, like if you're gonna if you're gonna have your game out on this day and you require a day, or you require a day one patch for XYZ reasons, and you send the review codes out before that, leave it. Yeah, it's fine. Leave it up to the reviewers. They're gonna review what they were provided to play at that time. Now again, it can be up kind of to what Jack said. It can be up to them to make it to where like was the IGN or something might do in progress. No, they mostly do that for, like Marathon. Bungie's Marathon just came out. I think they have an in progress review because it's one of those games where it kind of evolves over a certain amount of time, whatever. But outside those like traditional single player games, Yes, I think it's perfectly fine. Just review what you have. It's up to you if you want to wait for day one, but the vast majority of these larger review outlets, these larger reviewers, or I'm sorry, larger YouTube channels, they may have a team that multiple people work on a single review, whether it be B-roll, scripts, how they rate everything to get it all together in that video that's ready for the review day. They can do that as well. I mean, it'll be cool ideally if people or outlets want to say, we're gonna put the review out on a different day because we want to, we want to evaluate it with its inevitable day one patch. But
Right.
most times that's not gonna happen because, especially in this day, this day and age, since we're in yet another controversy with this release, you're gonna miss out on the views, you're gonna miss out on the clicks, you're gonna miss out on the engagement. It's just how it is. But yeah, that's not how it is. Well, that's not how it will be. So
right.
yeah. So generally, I think it's fine. I think if you're gonna amend it, you just gotta be transparent about it.
Yeah.
The word of the word of the gaming industry, as far as coming back to things, is accountability. So
Super facts.
yeah.
So the reason why I asked this question, because I agree with what Doug said. I do think it's, even though I brought it up, like I didn't agree with it. I actually agree with it, because at the end of the day, a developer, or a publisher can say, "Y'all ain't dropping reviews until after this game comes out."
That's true. Yeah, we've seen it.
Yeah, that
NDAs
happens.
all day.
Yeah.
But this is another situation that we've seen, and maybe Pearl Abyss is a little new to this game, of how this industry works, in this fashion, is that the Starfield situation, the hype of Starfield,
Oh yeah. That's right.
and
That's right.
everybody was all over it, trying to give it
Yeah.
praise at first, and then they realized, oh, wait a minute, yeah, something wrong with that. Which,
Yeah.
by the way, I do have an update on that. But with that being said, so yeah, we've seen this countless times where a game gets ridiculously hyped, people get super excited, they show off these amazing, and I think one of the big things that was telling that it wasn't going to do as well is how often people were talking about how great the graphics look. Whenever it gets talked about how great the graphics look,
Oh yeah. Glazing.
something else,
Yeah.
something else is failing. You know what I'm saying? They making up for something else they running short on. So
Oh yeah.
is just another one of those situations, and I hope it's a learning situation for them, because I know this game is supposed to get DLC and the likes. It does look like a very, very big world. I'm excited to explore it, and I hope that Pearl Abyss actually lost 30 points in the stock.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild. Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that. I was like, yo, that's crazy, but hey, that ain't my money.
So
what?
are they gonna leave a team to do DLC? Because they mentioned that they're gonna start working on that other game.
I think so, because I think that's going to be the same team who addresses all the problems that everybody was talking about.
They have
that was
another
the-
game?
That
Yeah,
was the first thing they
they
were
have
talking
like
about.
this.
Yeah.
What is it called, like Devo, something like that.
Yeah,
what is the name of that game?
I don't
Pearl
know.
Abyss.
All I know is they're a Korean studio. They made Black Desert, and this game been made for like almost a decade or whatever.
Okay,
Mhm.
Doki V. Doki V is the other
Doki.
game.
Yeah.
Oh, when they had like
waiting
the
on
kids
that.
like
Yeah.
flying around and like
Yeah.
different, like another not.
We saw
Pokemon,
that
but
before
kinda-
Crimson Desert.
Yeah, we
Oh
did.
wow!
Yeah.
Oh,
So
it's
they,
been
so
years.
they said they were putting that one on hold to work on this. So now,
That's them
yeah.
too. Oh
Mhm.
golly!
I was excited.
Wow.
I think we were.
That did look kind of
everybody
cool.
was.
yeah.
Yep.
So
Wow.
Now, Sandstorm, to your question, right?
Okay.
So
Mhm.
you mentioned about them being able to review it before the patches. How do we feel about the games that come out on consoles later on with everything fixed, but the review score from the original don't change?
Yeah, I don't like that. I really don't like that. And
Because-
I think
Some
because
games do get major changes after. Well, either it's that patch or like some big thing that greatly addresses some major issue.
And I think it's a rarity, actually. Let me look up because I can think of one right off the bat.
I'm pretty sure we think
Didn't
the
they
same
do that
thing.
for Cyberpunk?
Yeah, that's what I
Yep.
was thinking of.
Yeah, yeah.
I was trying to see what the overall scores were right now, because I feel like that might have been one of the games that got re-reviewed. And that's a rarity. That doesn't happen
Very
too
rare.
often.
Yeah.
It says it's a Metacritic 86, and I don't think it was that when it first came out.
Now there were some people that were like, "Oh, is great." Now it got rated high by some reviewers, even when it was broken out the gate.
Those reviewers had they had like the most high end PC specs.
Yeah.
Like Jeff Grubb and them. He was, oh yeah, this was great on my 3080. I'm like, yeah, that's it.
The original score,
brute force it. Yeah.
The original score was a 76. So so it went up 10 points. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because what's that game I'm blanking on right now? That pretty much Buddy lied about, and it's gotten fixed over time.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
Oh.
So like No Man's Sky out the gate, it should have got tanked, but I know with so many iterations, the reviews have changed for it. So that's where it always throws me off, because you can go and see when the game originally released and say like, okay, why is this in the 70s or 60s, but now the new console is like high 70s, probably low 80s. And sometimes it is because they've made changes, but then I got a feeling like, let's say Starfield does come to PS5, I think that's going to change drastically, solely because while there are some changes with that game, the fact that it's on PlayStation, it might get a higher score.
So
I think it depends. And that's why I don't like about the reviews either, especially from a Metacritic standpoint, because there is no criteria. It seems like I can have the most obscure reviews on Metacritic for one game, but then that company doesn't show up for at least like 10 or 15 other games that's on the site. Like because they're picking and choosing what games they're going to actually review.
Right.
So some random Italian site is the reason why this game gets a 10 out of 10, but then they don't review nothing else other than this highly regarded game that's on PlayStation. Right. It's so weird.
Cherry picking. They review like two things a year, and it's just heavily PlayStation skewed. Like, all right, man. Like, okay, why is PC Gamer reviewing the Nintendo game or whatever stuff?
That's
like
the weird part too. Like,
yeah, just
you're
random
called
things
PC
like that.
Gamer.
Right. Daniel. One of the things that I wanted to bring up, because I guess it's in relation to reviews, kind of. Is that Starfield in itself is also getting quite a big patch. The game, which actually may change the whole game as we see it at this point. One of the things that people were clamoring for, obviously, was a lot more of the space adventuring and moving through space, but each of the planets have been blocked off by boxes, basically.
Yeah, they're load
is what
screens.
I call them. Yeah. They're taking those away. So now you can fly freely through and in between planets.
Yo! That's big!
Yeah. It's huge.
I rolled the credits in that game like 2 years ago. Wow.
They've also added the mechanic of now, and this is the kind of immersion that I like in games, but they've also added super crews to the spaceships, so that you can actually get up and go away, deal with your inventory and all that other stuff while the ship is still flying to its destination. And in between those points, there will be like raiders and stuff like that show off, and the alarms will set off in your ship when there's other ships in the area that are attacking you, and if you don't get there soon enough, you'll die. But really cool feature, that adds to the whole Star Trek-y type of immersion.
That's such a weird. Why they allow? Never mind. Continue. And granted, I enjoy Starfield for the most part. The main story, I'm probably sure. Well, okay, never mind. I'll let you continue. But I enjoyed it. I'll say that.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
I know they added some end of the game content as well for the story. I don't know how it ends, Geronimo, but I will say to you, not knowing, and you probably know what I'm talking about, how it ends and all the stuff that you have acquired or the thing that you acquired at the very end. You can start a new game plus, and all that stuff will be with you as well. So even if you make a decision to,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Okay.
But
Well,
that's still so
that's
weird, though.
interesting.
Like-
Well, okay. It sounds like, you know what? Because when you finish the game, I'm not gonna spoil the strip, but when you, I mean, it's a few years old now, but whatever.
Yeah.
When you finish the game, I mean, you kind of have it's really like most games where you have the option of, like the Zelda thing, as I call it, where you can just kind of, you just start the save up and you're right before the final encounter or whatever. And you can do all the side stuff you want to do and then come back and do that, or you can finish it, roll credits, do new game plus, but things change based off what your character learns at the end. But you don't carry a lot of that stuff back. It's like, I think what they wanted to do is like, I mean, obviously you make your character. They want your character they want you to be like, you are the character that went through this thing for the new game plus, and you have this knowledge when you talk to other NPCs, when you do like the main quest again or whatever, and you get some different dialogue things, which is, I mean, that's cool. You know, it's cool.
Now,
but I guess letting you keep everything with you now.
Yeah.
Oh,
so now
okay,
it turns into a run-on story instead of just a separate story every time.
That could be a negative depending on how you play the game. Depending. That's interesting. I mean, it's probably gonna be fine for most people, I would say, because I mean, I feel like it's like a smaller amount of people that would openly say they enjoy Starfield, at least online, versus people like, nah, it was garbage, but that's the trash. I don't know about that next Elder Scrolls, you know, all that type of, you know, internet speak. So I don't know.
They wanted to make it good for the PS5 people when they get their
That's
hands on
probably
it.
They want a higher Metacritic. They're like,
it actually, the patch actually comes out not next week, but the following week, April 7th. So it's not something that, you know, is going to take down the road for it to happen. So yeah, very interesting situation. So moving on. To this next piece of interesting weird news, we got, and I'm gonna put both of these together because they're kind of in the same family. We got DLSS 5 that got shown off.
Yep.
DLSS 5.
They really tried it. That's all I can really say, just off the surface.
They tried that.
What's his name? CEO Jensen Huang. He really tried it.
He tried it.
And he tried later to be like, oh, but actually, it's like, no, you tried it. You might fool some people, but the rest of us, nah.
He said, you know what he said? He said, people love graphics. And he said, all I hear about is realism. So you know what?
Hey, he gave us some realism, Mark. That was nuts, though, because when I saw it, I was like, okay, maybe there's one post, but I saw everybody posting. I was like, wait a minute, this must be something big. So I stopped and I looked at it. I was like, hold on, wait a minute, ew, what's happening right now?
It clearly compromises the art, like the art integrity,
but it's
artistic integrity.
People defending it like, oh, people are lying to themselves. Like, no, this is going way off course.
Yeah. So if you have not seen what we are talking about, here is a little mini view of DLSS 5. I'm gonna put it on silent because you know, NVIDIA be doing NVIDIA things.
Yep. Like this.
She looked at that.
Boo.
I think this is what got people. They're like, no, not my man Leon.
That's nuts. Now this right here is what threw me off immediately. I was like, no.
It gave her Rico. This is so crazy, man. We live in a crazy time right now, man.
that's
No, cuz that's a big. No.
Oh
Then the
yeah,
eye
here we
movement
go.
is weird. Yo. Okay. Nah, that's
This
real
looks
good.
weird because it's like that's kind of
That's
the
actually
charm
real
of
good.
Bethesda games. Like well, this is the cutscene.
Yo, they
Yeah.
transformed that one into a dude.
Yeah,
It's not even.
yeah.
I don't even remember the
Yo,
the,
go,
the
go
FIFA
back
one.
real quick.
I actually don't remember the FIFA one.
Oh, dang it. Hold on.
They transformed the female to a dude when it. Did y'all see that?
Hey, but that's what the AI thought, Vito. That's what the AI
Yeah.
thought. That's,
Yeah.
You got to be
that's
open
what
to this,
AI
Vito.
thought.
Come on now. You got to be open to this.
Crazy. That's
Yeah,
wild.
hold on. I got you. I had to get out of
Oh man, he really
the
tried.
comment section for.
He really tried it.
They said y'all like realism? Y'all want
Right.
realism? Here it is. Here's the realism for you.
Crazy.
That's nuts, man.
That's
Then the
crazy.
mouth don't even. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
it don't
It's
match.
It's so
yo,
crazy.
that's
Yeah, that is a
dude.
yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
It's pretty egregious.
Yes.
It's pretty.
Crazy.
It's funny that they put this video of a straight face saying, "Yeah, they're gonna love this. We killed it." They high fiving in the office and stuff.
But
AI used right.
I don't blame them though, because this is what the trend is of like, okay, let's make it as realistic as possible.
Yep.
And it's like, what's better than just putting a real face on them? Like,
It's
all
like
right.
reverse mocap. It's like you get the actual, the real like actor or whatever, mocap them to kind of do a version of their likeness in the game. But now that DLSS 5 says let's make the game model and make them look more like the person. It's really
Man,
it's
That
someone
looks
else.
like the person, because they transformed that girl from Starfield and also changed the
Yeah.
race. Like she was Asian
Yeah,
in the game, but she
That's one of the first
transformed
NPCs
Italian
you meet.
when they went through the little filter. She became
Crazy.
Italian. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's
nutty.
nuts, man.
Now, do we have
Nice.
any? Do they show off any footage of like long term? Because the AI is going to keep trying to update. People are just
Yeah.
going to be transforming in front of you.
Yeah.
Right. You think
They
they would
honestly
show that, right,
did not
Cisco?
show that. Yeah. How is the game gonna
They're
look
gonna
when you
turn
actually
and then they're
play?
going to be warping and like.
That's no, like for real, like Cisco's
The eye
on
gonna
point.
sit on the side.
That's
This is
nuts.
again, they tried it, bro. Like they really tried. They're like, yo, they gonna love this. I laughed I was disgusted, and I watched it again this week, and I laughed because I was like, yo, they really thought they had something here. They thought everyone's gonna love it like they do.
Oh, well, they responded to that
Wrong.
quick too. They responded quick. They was like,
Damage
whoa,
control.
whoa. Hey, you can dial this down. This, I'm like, you should have started with that.
This is at max
Oh
settings.
God,
Video
man.
games are gonna look like a dream. You know how you be in a dream and then like somebody that's there, they transform it to another person, right?
I don't even want to see it with a black character. I don't even
That's-
want to see it.
Crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even want to see it. 'Cause I know it's gonna be some nonsense.
You already know what
Cisco,
it is.
Oh
Wow,
my
for this,
goodness.
bro.
It's gonna be two tones lighter or something. Oh my God! No, actually, yeah, this was. I feel like the gaming community, like the 99% game community, came together and just was firing all cylinders with the memes.
Yeah.
Like that what was it? That Horizon Aloy meme suddenly became so relevant. I was like, that's literally what happened. That's literally what happened.
Boy,
Ugly.
they
That
bold
is-
for that one. Big
Oh,
bold.
My goodness, I got tears in my
You
eyes.
know,
That's
it's-
funny, bro.
And it's interesting too that they
It's
did
morphin'
that.
time.
Right.
Turn that dude in the face.
Triceratops, Pteranodon.
Oh, that's
Like, and
wild.
what's stopping? Like, so
Oh,
of course everybody was going with, oh, it's the lighting. What's stopping
Yeah.
from the environment going from what these creators made to really just kind of showing you the rainforest? Like, it's really like just overlapped it with real trees. I'm like, I don't need you to do all that.
Man.
This is a video
It's gonna
game.
be a dream, bro. You know the dream, the landscape change and everything. It's gonna be a dream.
Crazy.
Wow. Yes.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
That's so
man,
crazy.
That's
That's That's oh god, what is her name from
Control?
I
I
don't know, but she
Control,
used to be
yeah.
know it's Control.
Control.
I don't remember her old girl's name.
She used
That's
to be up in Young and the Restless and all that.
That's crazy. I actually
That
didn't
is
see that.
wild work.
Holy smokes!
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
don't
goodness.
know what in the Jimmy Crack corner they was smoking, boy, because that's crazy.
Iran prices
Yes,
broke.
Guess I'm not getting an Nvidia card ever again. Like
Hey,
I
shoot,
don't
the way the prices are going, I wasn't gonna touch it anyway.
Oh, of
but
course. Oh, yeah, for sure. I got mine, a year and a half ago, and I'm looking at it like, don't you break ever. Like, please do not. Yeah, my PC below my desk.
Wild
Don't
work.
break
Little
ever.
sad story. Check the chat and pull that video up on Twitter.
That is-
Oh, on Twitter? Okay, hold on.
It look crazy. Like that would mess your mind up.
I tell you who gonna go crazy over this though. That the 2K and EA crowd.
Oh yeah.
When it come down
It's
to
gonna
like
look
Madden,
They will probably
yeah.
eat it up.
They're gonna eat this up.
You're probably right.
You can
Like-
finally see the sweat again. Sweat on
Oh,
here
no
is
way.
crazy. Look, the sweat is dripping from his balls. Pause.
To the window.
At that point, you might as well just go ahead and put the rumored smell sensors in the controllers now.
Smell the hand sweat from the controller.
Smell
This
the
is
ball
crazy.
funk from your favorite NBA superstar.
You can smell the locker room as if it was really there.
Gaming is peaking, bro. It's never getting better. The immersion is crazy, bro. What if GTA 6 had this tech, bro? It's gonna
Crazy,
smell
bro.
like Miami at night for real.
All right.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, it smells like
Man, you know what?
bad decisions.
You know what, Vito? I can't access the comment section on that.
Oh, you can't.
Wait,
No,
talking
I
about what
don't
he
know why.
posted in
You
Twitter?
said you can't access
Yeah,
the
and
word?
Twitter.
Yeah, but I say I can see it.
Yeah, I have it up right here. It's just the God, it's the God of War thing.
It's the
right?
God of War one.
Oh, okay. Then that's fine. I got the joint. Hold on, because I saved it. I saved it on my thing.
Oh,
I
there's some
saved
good
it on my
ones.
thing, so
Yeah,
I got it.
This is interesting.
Here we go. There it is.
Oh man.
They go through all of them.
Neil Patrick.
Patrick, man.
Oh no.
Toby Award. What is that? Yo, what? Huh?
Yep, that's exactly what we getting.
Oh no. Huh? Realistic Minecraft cow. That's cursed. That's cursed, bro. That's cursed.
Yeah.
That's actually crazy. CJ in the low tier god. That's insane. Oh man, that's tough. I like how they started. The original video. I like how they started with Grace from Resident Evil 9 because we all know now because the game is a banger. But like they started and it just turned to immediate. This is an AI woman. And it's like,
Yeah, that's.
it's nice.
I think it's wild, man. I don't. So here's the interesting but problematic situation because I feel like there's some things in the gaming community like they just gonna happen because that's just the way of progression, right?
Yeah.
Gaming key cards are becoming the norm. You hear less people complaining about it, rightfully so.
Mhm.
There is like everybody's moving in digital. They're gonna move into that platform.
Right.
You know, it's gonna happen. It's unfortunate, but it's gonna happen, right? And there's, I mean, it's not about if, it's about when at this point.
Yeah.
Does AI meet in that market? Because right now, it is. We talk about all we hear about is AI slop this and AI slop and blah 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 blah. But we use AI upscaling for DLSS before this. PSSR, which is another form. So like these,
FSR, all that. Yeah.
yeah. So all of those are AI pieces, but at some point in time, right? I think this is on the extreme end, but at some point in time, we're gonna get systems and consoles that are gonna have a lot less power, raw power, and a lot more AI upscaling to meet the level of needs that we're gonna get at. So I guess the real question is at this point, do you think that with all this backlash, do you think that that's no longer going to be a case, or do you think, I mean, it's all you did was do the Terminator situation and just push back Judgment Day?
Yeah, that's all you did. I mean, they're still going to charge for it. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they put a lot of time and effort in this. And right now, it's going to, what they did with their but their tweet that followed up to this video was put the onus on the developers. So if you see this in the game and say, hey, we told you that you can dial it back, they chose to use that in that light. So all they did was just put the onus on the developers. So now we got back and forth.
Jokes aside, yeah, that's about right. Because I mean, even with like, well, it's not the exact same thing, but even with like Unreal Engine 5, all like the Lumen tech and stuff with like the bazillion polygons or whatever, you can actually just disable that and tone a lot of lighting and stuff down. Just kind of just be like Unreal Engine 4 again, but nicer or whatever. So yeah, and that's really all up to the developer there too. So,
but I would also imagine that the system has to be capable of this too. I can.
Yes.
While it's shown, it doesn't mean that the systems currently can do it.
Yeah, I heard that. Well, at least I read that. I think that they said to at least power what we saw in that trailer, they had to have like I think 2 5090s, which is like the highest and latest graphics card they got right now. Which, and I'm sure that's probably a few bands. Like I'm sure it's at least 3,000.
That's going to turn into whatever the next one is. So the 6080, 6090. I just have a feeling if they're showing off this, because 5090s have DLSS 4. I want to say
frame generation. Yeah, it's not the latest and greatest. They're up to 4.5 right now. Basically, they're just advancing frame generation and stuff like that. So, which gives you free frames for performance, quote unquote free. But yeah, it's
unfortunate, but so I'll say this in the positive light, because I am definitely not for this AI situation. However, I do think that AI, as far as when it comes to gaming and putting it in the right way, like DLSS and the Switch 2, I think it's absolutely amazing to take something that shouldn't be in the realm of or capable of, and because you use AI super sampling, it creates an image that's so much more enjoyable or so much closer to everything else, right? Without using all those resources. So I do definitely think that it can be utilized in a great way, but I feel like it has to be utilized in the right way. You know, with great power comes great responsibility.
And we're seeing Microsoft abuse that responsibility, because they're talking about doing co-pilot gaming. And I'm like, no one wants co-pilot in gaming.
No, not at all. I don't even want co-pilot in
on my computer.
What's their game? I don't even want co-pilot in flight simulating. You know what I'm saying?
No. My thing is like, what is the purpose? Like, what do I need an AI assistant for in gaming?
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to me. Now, granted, if you want to say, okay, well, I'm stuck in this position, can you give me like feedback? And then it just reads from somebody's YouTube video, opposed to you searching on your phone. That's about as close as I can see it going.
Right.
But I don't know.
The Nintendo app way.
Yep.
Where is this at?
Yep.
Head north. Yeah. I think
Wild Tears of the Kingdom. Well,
yeah.
Sort of. Yeah.
With that being said, so speaking of AI and raw power, we also in the same week, actually not too far behind that, I think that was all an NVIDIA piece. Don't quote me on that. But we got boost mode for the Wii or for the Switch 2.
I need to turn that on, because I went to go look for it and it wasn't there, and I was like, oh, I got to update my console. So
yes.
It, man. So I was playing Thumper that same day. I was playing Thumper, and I was playing, and then something like in my head, and I was like, oh yeah, I wonder if this has boost mode. And so I went down, checked the thing, and basically the Switch says, um, any Switch game basically that's compatible with it will activate automatically.
Yeah.
Which sounds like to me, if you didn't put your software update for the boost mode to be compatible, then it's not going to go into boost mode, is what that sounds like.
Yeah.
But jumped out of Thumper to do that and jump back in was like, whoa, yeah. It's a difference. is definitely a difference. I think the difference seems huger maybe than what it actually is. One, because this Switch is the biggest Switch that we have, right, as far as screen space. And so because the pixels and everything are even more spread out on an original Switch game that already wasn't doing the maximum draw settings in handheld, like those games looked, I'm not going to say they looked awful or terrible, but you could tell that they were definitely Switch 1 games. And then when you plop it into the boost mode and get the dock mode version of that game, you're like, yeah, that looks so much better. So I wanted to ask you fellas around, have you guys had the chance to play any game in boost mode, and what was your experience?
Oh yeah, a bunch. Not all of them, but a good handful. Okay. I'm not gonna go through all. I'll talk about ones where I saw the most change, and I'll talk about ones where I was like, not much, and I learned why afterwards. So the first one I'll start with. I posted some clips on Twitter. Actually, I'll say, so even though the boost mode will bump the game up to like it is playing docked, but in handheld mode, when you record with the Switch itself, since I think it's just seeing it as like a Switch game, it's still only gonna do up to 720p. So it's not that much difference. Just sharing on social media, and I learned that later, so it is what it is. Disregard my old tweets this week about that. But what I will say, Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity. So that was one of the first games I tested on when Switch 2 dropped last June in last year, 2025, and so there was like a trail with that one. It ran at a stable lock 30 frames per second handheld, but because the game in handheld will only go up to 540p, which is the PS Vita screen basically, and the Switch 2 screen is 1080p. It pretty much was like roughly like half of what the pixel real estate could have been. So while it was a lock 30, it looked a bit blurrier.
Okay.
So it was weird. Now, this week, that was one of the first games I tried. Not only did it get to that higher resolution it would run at when it's docked in the Switch 2, it also included like a better draw distance, better foliage, because you gotta remember, in this how Switch 2 works too, but it's a little more simplified. But with like Switch games, not only can you have it say, I want this game to run at this resolution when docked versus in the handheld, you can also set different like settings, like a PC. Like you can set like, oh, the grass will be a little nicer. You can see more bushes in front of you, or you can see birds flying in the sky. When you're in handheld, that stuff might be gone for the sake of 30 frames or something. Right. Now it's like, like I did that one mission on the Great Plateau, and like I can see the whole Great Plateau, no matter what character I'm using. You can see the full effects of doing your special moves and everything. Like it really was a noticeable difference. So it was really awesome. So yeah, and shoot, I would say it's probably best to play those Switch 1 games like that in handheld, because while that game in particular doesn't hit the full 1080p, because it never did on Switch 1 when docked, it's closer, and you have those added effects. So that's really good. Bayonetta 3, another one. Another one I tested last year. Again, I want to say to me for like a lock 60 frames in handheld just with the Switch 2 raw power, but it was still running like Switch 1 handheld, so it was ugly. I'll say that. It was kind of ugly. Now, I don't remember what the docked resolution was on Switch One, but it's higher than it was in handheld. Now, not only do you have that, but the draw distance is better. Like I went to the China level, which is the second main level in Bayonetta 3. Yeah, everything just looks much sharper. You can see Bayo herself better. You know, when fighting the enemies, and when it gets crazier, it doesn't do the slight blurriness of the dynamic resolution and stuff like that. So that is also another game where I was like, wow, that's awesome. I'm blanking. What was the third one? Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Okay.
That is a great example because now that is since it's playing like dock Switch 1, but in handheld Switch 2, it's a 1080p straight up. So it is crisp.
Oh wow, okay.
It is crisp on that screen. You know, it's still 30 frames. We're not getting in the 60. It's nothing like that. That will require a Switch 2 patch.
Yeah.
Like Pokemon Scarlet Violet. Now it's a sharp 1080p, that's awesome. That's fantastic. Now a game where I was a little surprised at how it looked, and I kind of learned why this was. Hades 1. That never got a Switch 2 patch or whatever. It's still just a Switch game. It looked pretty much the same with handheld boost on, and the reason for that is because it ran at 720p both docked and handheld on Switch 1. Okay. So you're not. So it's basically it's pretty much like the same type of a visual resolution. So you might as well just turn handheld boost off because it does choose through battery. It when you go in that setting where you can toggle it, there's 3 bullet points where Sentinel is this could chew through battery. It definitely chews through battery more. So you have to be mindful of that for sure. But fortunately, if you notice that, you can just go in the settings and just switch it back off and go forth. F-Zero 99. I mean that's a very simplistic game for the most part. Yeah. That was always 720p handheld, 1080p dock. Now 1080p handheld, perfect. Pixel. A lot of those 2D pixel type games are gonna look really clean now. With handheld boost. So now, it's gonna be fantastic. So it's overall really good for the most part. I think there's only games I've heard that don't support it for whatever reason. I think maybe Nintendo blacklisted it. Mario Maker 2 doesn't support it. Funny enough. There was some other games that didn't.
Pikmin didn't support none of the Pikmin games. Yeah.
Yes, the Pikmin games didn't, which was a bit odd. That kind of raised my eyebrow. I think Nintendo got plans for Pikmin.
Yeah, they got plans for sure.
They got plans. Yeah,
hey, this is
Miyamoto was like, "Hey, don't do that. Those are my babies, all 100 of them. don't do it." That's the Miyamoto mandate for sure. But jokes aside, no. So Pikmin games are like that too. And then some various indies I tried. Like skateboarding game Ollie Ollie World. I don't know if that was 1080p docked on Switch 1, but it did look nicer overall, which I really like that game.
Is that Ollie Ollie World?
Yes.
I don't think it was 1080p docked. I mean, handheld. Excuse me.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. It was playable, but it definitely was lower for sure. But now with the handheld game, it looks great. Yeah, because I was like, oh man, I would start playing for a bit, and I was like, yeah, this is clean. God, I'm trying to think of some others I tried out. I have to look. I have a stack in there. Crisis 3 Remastered. Yeah, Crisis 3 Remastered. The shooting games by Crytek or whatever. Yeah, they don't make mini games nowadays. But yeah, I think those ran at 900p docked. I want to say. It might be 720p docked, but I think handheld before was much lower than that. Okay. Now it does look nicer, and I believe that's one of the other games where they kind of change foliage and stuff depending on if you docked it or undocked it. So yeah, that game looks really nice too. The biggest one, of course. I don't know why I'm forgetting this. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is now a playable, passable handheld experience with the boost on. Because I think that there's the infamous Digital Foundry. It can go down as low as 300 some p or whatever funny number that was, and it doesn't really do that 24/7. It was one of those if you're fighting a bunch of dudes, it'll drop for sure.
Okay,
but now it's close to that set. I think it's 720p docked on Switch 1, but in handheld. So I went to because I'm in New Game Plus. I went to Gormont Village or whatever. Yeah, it looks pretty good now. I don't feel like I'm gonna have premature blindness playing that game in handheld anymore. Even as an eyeglass person, that I don't think I'm sacrificing my eyes before I'm in my midlife, which is fantastic. So yeah, so now it is safe to play Xenoblade Chronicles 2 on Switch 2 with a handheld boost on. I didn't try the other Xenoblades. Mostly for me personally, Xenoblade 1 and 3 for me were fine in handheld. It can get blurry depending on if it gets crazy, but again, it was fine. Yeah, but I'm sure those will have some big games too. So I think those are the big ones, at least the Nintendo focused ones. After that, oh man, I'm not sure. I didn't really go through every single game I had. That's a lie. I wasn't gonna do that. Just the things I was kind of more curious about. I would say stuff like Octopath Traveler will probably be good too. I would say all the HD 2D games that don't have a Switch 2 version. Yeah, I think those will be better for sure. So that'll be great.
So do you think third-party developers are going to use this in substitution of making Switch 2 editions?
I think some of the smaller indies, I think will just be like cool because maybe they can't really they can't afford. They might be already working on a Switch 2 project and they can't afford to go back and use their time, whatever, and do that. I wouldn't be surprised if there are some that just say, okay, we're not gonna touch it. I don't really know right now as far as like a good guess. I would say some may do that, but overall, I feel like if there are some that we don't like, let's say we don't know about, that are in the works of their Switch 2 patch, or waiting on like a direct or a random Twitter announcement, I think they're gonna keep going, and we're still gonna get those. Now, I mean, time will tell with that for sure. I want to be optimistic and think that I don't think it's gonna change too many of those plans. I mean, shoot, we got what was it? THQ Nordic woke up randomly this week and said they got they got the Destroy All Humans games. Those are getting switched.
And that one's further out than I thought. I was like, okay, they're announcing this is gonna be soon. It's like, oh no, October. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that was a bit surprising. I mean, I don't mind it. I mean, one, if it's in the next 60 days, I'm scared because there's too many games coming out. But I'm cool with October. Now I know something that I'm interested in checking out in October. That was definitely one of my blind spots in the Wii days, Nintendo Wii days. But I think this is probably the best patch Nintendo's done for any of their hardware ever, like straight up. Because not only did it, do the handheld boost stuff, it had some gains in game chat and like doing the streaming and stuff. I think Good Vibes Gaming, GVG, they did a video. They did like a whole thing where they tested like a Mario Tennis and like one or two other things. And you're able to do the full screen if you want to do that with people. It's not like perfect, but it's definitely like better. Like it's definitely like watchable. Like it's closer to like a 30 frames thing. Instead of like 15 frames or whatever it was before. So it's cool that they're the current team, the hardware team for Switch 2, where we're seeing the evidence of like this new batch of dudes leading the Switch 2 hardware and development. They're still invested in improving just the experience overall, because they know there's like hundreds, thousands of Switch 1 games over the past several years. So, that's and honestly, that was probably the one thing I think, even with like the hype of like, oh man, Switch 2 backward compatibility boosting all the games. In the handheld, it didn't really look the same because frames would be better, resolution was not. At least going to the 1080p screen. So I think that rectified that too. So I think we're sitting pretty, for the most part.
Okay.
So I think my Switch 1 backlog is gonna get looked at and reevaluated, good and bad.
Right.
Good and bad, but yeah, it's an awesome update. Very excited.
Okay. Cisco, have you had the opportunity?
I just did right now. Geronimo was buying me time. I was like swapping between games.
Keep going.
So, oh man. So there is a game that was really bothering me because, besides Pikmin, I was looking for it, but I can't find it. It must be downstairs. But there's a game that was really bothering me because when I booted it up on, I don't remember if I think it was on Switch 2 when I put it in, and I was like, oh no, what happened? And that was Pokemon Sword and Shield. And and I remember hitting up my friend being like, okay, it's just me. And he put it in, he put his cartridge in and he's like, no, this is very pixelated and laggy looking. He's like, this looks terrible. And I'm like, man, so right now I just tried it and it looks great. Like, it's definitely not as, because I remember like And I went through everything that bothered me. I just checked it right now, and everything's much better. Still has a little bit like pixels, but that's just because Sword and Shield is made that way.
Yeah.
But like not in the way where the quality was so low. Like it was very pixelated. If you played handheld on the Switch too, and I was like, no, this is one of my favorite games to boot up and just walk around and stuff. So I'm like, no, this is terrible. So no, it's looking great. I went into a battle. I was going through my PC. I was looking at all the little like trainer cards that you collect throughout that game. Everything looks good. So man, they finally fixed it. It looks nice. I don't know if that's because it got a patch or if that was because of the power boosting. I think it's because of the power boosting because I didn't have to download a patch. Yes, that had to have been that.
That's real quick, Cisco. That's the honestly of all like the good thing about the Switch era Game Freak Pokemon games. You know, we talk about whatever frame rate, textures, and Nintendo 64, whatever. They were always 72p like max resolution handheld and max resolution dock. So I think we should be getting that 1080p in handheld now with the boost. And
yeah, it looks nice.
That's what makes it crisp. So that's really awesome.
No, it's smooth. I'm panning the camera and everything. It's just like it looks good. So I'm finally glad. I'm definitely excited to kind of go through more games and look around, especially Pikmin. I want to boot up Pikmin and see if that's been looking better.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I think one of the Pikmin. Well, actually, I'm not gonna say that. I do know the Pikmin 1 and 2. There's not much of a difference, unfortunately.
Yeah, it can only go so high. That one.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know about 3 and 4 though.
Yeah, 3 is the one I want to check out because I
okay,
that's the one I made a short about that it was like running like Dookie. So I really want to see.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Dang it, yeah, you fell through the floor or something. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, I went to some area with like just had no map. It was terrible.
That's something you've seen like an emulator like that. That was kind of actually that was just very bad.
That was very bad
that short,
for a game that was known for being like one of the more beautiful games on Switch. That had a lot of thought and care put into the environment. All of a sudden, the environment's glitchy and you see the frame data underneath. It's like, what happened here? I expected this for Scarlet and Violet, but not Pikmin. So
it's a bit weird.
I want to see if that got fixed up.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I'll check in that. I think the game's downstairs, so I'll check it later. But yeah, no. So far. I tried other games, but it wants me to download extra data, and I'm not getting good connection up here for the Switch. So, so I gotta check downstairs once everything's more fixed. But I want to check. I was trying to check out Pokemon Snap. Not that there was any issues with that game, but I want to see how that is handheld now.
Oh, that's what I forgot to check.
I forgot all about that game.
That game, that was part of my backlog last year. I beat it finally, but I didn't do the DLC where you like shrink.
It was DLC.
Yeah, there was a free DLC where you're able to shrink and I don't know what.
That's the only one I did because I think there's like 4 DLCs. I did the shrinking one. Yeah, no, like really, that game shouldn't. That's kind of like Kirby Air Riders to me. That game shouldn't exist. Like, it's a niche thing. Why did they make a sequel? I love it though.
Yeah, it was nice. Those crisp graphics, and then the environments in Pokemon Snap were what we were kind of hoping for in Winds and Waves, and that's what we got. The Winds and Waves looks just like Pokemon Snap.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Fantastic update. Real like
that's like
the vast majority of Switch games in handheld just got an improvement. That's
crazy.
Yeah, like to add what J Big said, like he is a docked only. You're a docked only player. Like, you got all the games of Switch 2 since day one last year. You've gotten all the games, but Switch 2 upgrades are still gonna come for sure. I don't think that's gonna change unless someone just kind of becomes a scumbag and they don't do it. But I doubt it. Like, if they're already investing in it, why just stop? That's like wasting money and time and stuff. But I'm not a business person, so I don't know. But anyway, overall, this is fantastic. I think this was kind of the one thing that was missing from the Switch 1 gaining the benefits of Switch 2 power. And now it's handheld. Yeah. And they did it. It was one of those things like, Nintendo, will they do it?
Yeah.
This era of Nintendo seems willing to do it, which is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, good stuff.
They've been on fire lately. They like, we coming out 2026.
Mm-hmm.
with the punches. We've seen for the last 4 weeks we had some sort of direct of something.
Since like February at this point.
Yeah.
Like since February.
Yeah. And then now they've got boost mode for all of our regular games. I'm excited to jump back in some of those Switch One games. Not that they needed the boost, but the boost is definitely welcomed, especially with the bigger screen. So
huge for indies. Huge for indies. That
The
we're
next
probably
thing
never
for-
gonna get updated unless they're huge like Stardew and Hollow Knight.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Stardew Valley got that Switch 2 edition. You know, so but everybody can't afford to do that. That game just blew up.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That dude's making a new game, but he's not progressing it because everyone keeps buying Stardew.
I don't
He's
blame
like,
him.
I'm working on it, but I have another update for Stardew tomorrow. It's like, all right, man,
Mhm.
I get it.
yeah. I think games like Katana Zero, I definitely want to go back and check.
Oh, see,
Yeah. There's a bunch
I'm
of
still waiting
games
for
out
that
there.
DLC. That's my
Yo, because I need to know what happens after.
bro. What's happened to my guy Zero? Like, what's happening? What's the backstory?
Yeah.
That literally is my Silk song. Like, I unironically say that. Like, man, I trust in them though. They gave us an update last year. It was a nice trailer. I trust in. I'm trusting the process.
Facts.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, with that being said, we are going to get up out of here. We are at 2 hours and 35 minutes. We did a good job today. Before we get out of here, Jack, what you got up for us?
Honestly, man, I'm just trying to test a lot of this stuff out. But as you know, I'm like head down into music mode right now. So as far as content's concerned, I was thinking about recording some type of music content, but I just don't know what it would be. Because I think it's very boring just to watch me in here doing anything. But it's just, I don't know. Like, I wanted to go something in that realm because I've opened up my channel to be more than just gaming at this point, because I do more than gaming stuff. So I don't know. I'll figure something out. But right now, we're just, like I said, head down, full speed ahead, going into like music mode right now.
Okay. Geronimo, what you got up for us?
Man, as far as edited content, I've definitely been in like a creative rut for a while. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I'm just kind of going through the motions of it. I'm depending on how things go on my time, next week for Warframe Switch 2, I may do like a video of me playing it, or like my first impressions or whatever, especially because I've tried it twice in like the past.
Yeah. Let me know when you're playing it though. We can hop on.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll hit you up. On Twitter. All right, cool. So yeah, I'll try and get something out for that next week sometime. Well, just follow the socials. I'll let y'all know there. Follow, I post on YouTube. I act like that's my mini social media out. I'll post there too when something's coming up for sure. Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it right now. Just Final Fantasy 7 Remake. I'm focused. I'm trying to get that main game knocked out. And yeah.
Okay. All right. And Cisco, what you got up for us?
I feel Geronimo on the little bit of the creative drought. I just checked right now. I didn't even realize my last video was almost a month ago.
Wow.
So, and that wasn't even a real video. That was just a reaction.
Oh man, don't be mean, bro. Like I saw that recently. I made like a joke image, like a tongue-in-cheek, like, sorry guys. Like it's been 30-some days, but yeah.
Yeah, so but the thing is like I'm not short of ideas. I just don't sit down and make the videos. Especially after this past week. Like I had a couple videos planned this week. I've just been sick and out, but yeah, the idea for next week is to start pumping some of these videos because I have some videos that I've been long due. Right now, I think what I have in the works is definitely want to get like a first impressions kind of mini review of like Utopia and how I've been playing that and enjoying that. And still got to get my. I hope I'm not in trouble with this one, but I still got to get my Square Enix video out, the one about Paranormal Site.
Okay.
Yeah, they constantly for that. That game released like over a month ago now. I'm like, oops.
Oh man.
Yeah, we'll see what happened with that. That video was meant to be released last week. I just way too sick. That was one of those where I'm stuck in bed. Like,
oh yeah,
that was awful.
That was me a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I've been bedridden for like 15 weeks straight. It was terrible. But now I'm feeling better, and I'm gonna try to get this content up now. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, that's what I got so far.
Okay. All right, and you know how we do here every day at 7:00 is the Stormcast show. Tomorrow we have the Winging It podcast at 7 as well, and on Monday we have the Jill podcast, the Juices Loop podcast at 7 as well. One thing I want to leave you with a little funny is this piece right here. Oh man, says my wife in there battling for a bag. Sounds like she's facing all the trainers at once. And somebody, and the first comment is the best comment. Said she belongs to the Roots now.
I mean, that's
wow.
Yeah.
We are all Pokemon adults.
Wow.
Bonnie, man.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like she's in the battle them all at once. I'm pretty sure she is, my friend. That's crazy.
I hear her yelling, use water gun every time.
Oh my god.
She thought the last thing I heard was you saying splash, splash.
Use protect.
That's crazy. Walking out with all the badges.
Right.
All of them.
All 10 like Gary.
Straight to Elite 4 after that.
The road to Viridian.
That's
For real.
That's what Gary was doing. Man.
With that being said, thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys